This is Attic with Alice Cooper
on KS 95.7.
And good evening from Carroll Stadium. Tom Robbins alongside Perry Fief and Kevin Ferguson as we start our pregame show here on KS 95.7 FM and our live video stream, WesternIdahoToday.com, TV, and YouTube as Kemper Catholic defeats Grandview Christian 35-0 in this Class 2A first-round game. And now Atlantic and Carroll will take the field, and they'll warm up here. They'll have 45 minutes to warm up before they play for a district title here in Class 3A District 6. Broadcast brought to you by the First Whitney Bank. They're the only bank you'll ever need, First Whitney Bank. Body Basic Chiropractic. Call 254-BODY. Get your body back to basics. And the Seed Pros. Buy your sign to maximize yield. Forward go. Your Pioneer Pros, John Becker, Mark Bentagger, Gary Dinkla, and Nick Knudsen. And 2nd Street Auto, your transmission pros. Cass Health, Neighbors Caring for Neighbors. Outfitters Plus Outlet Store, your home for personalized sports apparel in Atlantic. And the Super Bowl. Grab the gang and head to the Super Bowl for Glow Bowling every Friday and Saturday night. Also brought to you by Swida. Safe, reliable Swida for all your transportation needs. And Stein Seed. Stein has yield. Contact your local Stein representative. Also brought to you by Hy-Vee, Bakery, Deli, Grocery, Meat Department, and Pharmacy. Always there for you, your Atlantic Hy-Vee. And Atlantic Ag and Auto, your locally owned full-line CarQuest retail store in Atlantic. Also brought to you by Greg Young Automotive Group in Atlantic. They go the extra mile for you. And Olson's BP, great food, Godfather's Pizza, and quality BP fuel, the keep you going company, Olson's BP in Atlantic. Also brought to you by Oak Point Wealth Management. Oak Point Wealth Management. Call Aaron Friend today. Visit Oak Point Wealth Management. And that's oakpointwealth.com. Go to that website to get more info. And Benning Carpentry, Matt Benning Carpentry in Atlantic, where experience meets excellence. Call Matt Benning today at 515-490-6966. And Rancho Grande, authentic Mexican food on West 7th Street in Atlantic. This game is over. The 2A first-round matchup. Kemper moves on with a 35-0 win over Grandview Christian. Now Atlantic and Carroll High will take the field for the warm-ups here. In fact, Carroll players, Atlantic players already on the field right now in their black helmets, white jerseys, and gold pants here tonight. We'll be back with more pregame right after these on KS 95.7 FM and our live video stream, WesternIdahoToday.com, TV, and YouTube.
At Greg Young, we don't just sell vehicles, we help you find the perfect one. Our extensive dealership network allows for amazing pricing and better vehicle selection. Plus, get a 5-year complimentary maintenance package with a new or used vehicle purchase, oil changes, tire rotations, and peace of mind on us. That's how Greg Young celebrates 25 years. Visit GregYoungAtlantic.com today.
Greg Young, we go the extra mile for you.
Limits apply. See dealer for details.
Looking for a reputable carpenter you can trust? Call Matt Benning with Benning Carpentry. Matt and his crew, based out of Atlantic, bring you top quality craftsmanship backed by over 30 years of experience. From remodels to custom builds, they do it all with precision and professionalism. Call 515-490-6966 today. That's 515-490-6966. Benning Carpentry, where experience meets excellence.
At 2nd Street Auto, it's our mission to get you back on the road fast. And it all starts with free local towing. Want your back at the shop? We talk you through your car repair with a free and fair estimate. We do everything in-house so you know who's working on your car. Our Hercules tires come with free road hazard repair, free rotation for the life of the tires, and a free alignment check. And nobody can beat our transmission rebuild and repair experts. Brakes, tune-ups, oil changes, preventative maintenance, and service work make 2nd Street your first stop.
2nd Street Auto. Ignoring these symptoms can only lead to very costly repairs. Check engine light on, knocking, late to shift, stall, or slip. Save yourself the headache and money and get into 2nd Street Auto today. If you run into problems and can't get on the road, 2nd Street Auto is not going to let you down. If you're in the KSOM KS95 listing area, your tow is free. 2nd Street Auto in Atlantic, getting you back on the road and keeping you there.
Your home for Atlantic Trojan football on KS 95.7 and live video at westerniowatoday.com.
Welcome back to Carroll Stadium. Tom Robbins alongside Perry Fief, Kevin Ferguson, Fletcher Toff on our video here tonight. We're going to bring you this District 6 final between Atlantic and Carroll High, guys, and the Trojans coming off a thrilling win over Harlan last week, 35-30, a kick return by Ethan McNeil of 85 yards, and the Trojans solidified a spot in the playoffs, but now they have a chance to win the district and play for the home field advantage. But what a season for the Trojans, Perry.
Oh, it's been awesome. I mean, I missed one game when they did play Storm Lake, but just watching them grow game by game and the way they just kind of developed more and more, and from that very first game when we had 7 fumbles, that we're getting way better. We're seeing that, and but it's just great to watch these kids grow as a team.
No doubt about it, Fergie, and I'll tell you what, this Trojan defense is a swarming defense, and they're going to be challenged tonight. Adam Malik is the leading rusher for Carroll High. He's in the top 5 in the Class 3A. Ethan McNeil, by the way, is number 2 with 1,200 yards. But what can you say about this Trojan team?
Well, it doesn't matter who we play. We've seemed to run into a lot of talented running quarterbacks, Tom. Mm-hmm. And the Trojans have handled it pretty well. Maybe not as quite as easily as we'd like, so that we, don't have to have a bottle of Rolaids.
Yep.
But for the most part, they've spied it out. Probably not going to see much different tonight. It seems like Carroll High, when you look at stats, are kind of laden towards the run, and not that they can't pass, but so that means that those linemen, defensive linemen, are going to have to stack up, and those linebackers are going to have to be big tonight.
You bet, and we'll have more pregame coming up. Carroll High now onto the field in their white helmets and black jerseys. The home team tonight here for this district final, and Carroll High has some big boys, like Atlantic as well. One guy that you're going to hear a lot about is Gavin Holt, the 6'2", 250-pound defensive lineman. Has 24 tackles this season, 7.5 tackles for loss, and 3 sacks. So he's a guy that the Trojans will have to keep an eye on here. And if you hear a little bit later on, don't want to give too much away from these coaches, but we're going to hear from Coach Craig Rowetter, head coach for the Tigers, and they're going to have to. They want to get a hat on Jake Wales. They're going to spy on him. So. Also, I might give a little teaser away. We're going to see a little different defensive look from the Trojans here coming out tonight. We'll talk more about that here in just a little bit.
Let's say tough.
Hey, our pregame rolls on. We're going to get to our senior spotlight. Had a chance to talk to 3 of the captains here this week. And Brock Goodrich, Gavin McLaren, and Colin Rudy. And Donovan Henderson was getting some work on his knee. We hope that he can get out there and play tonight. He had a little injury last week, and he was working on that knee, so hopefully he can get back in here tonight. We're going to bring you the Senior Spotlight coming up next, brought to you by Meyer & Gross, the strength of teamwork and the reputation for results. We'll hear from 3 of our seniors coming up next.
First Winnie Bank is the longest-standing locally owned bank in Atlantic, and as such, we take pride in how we serve our community. For generations, we have been involved with our customers and their families by getting involved in community events and by supporting technology and teaching financial literacy in our schools. You'll also see our support of athletics on the scoreboards at home events. It's this involvement that allows us to know our customers and their families for generations. First Winnie Bank, the only bank you'll ever need. Member FDIC.
SWITA is your public transit provider in Southwest Iowa. Gas prices got you down? Need a ride to work or the grocery store? There's public transportation for everyone in Southwest Iowa. SWITA offers taxi service in Atlantic, Glenwood, Harlan, Missouri Valley, Red Oak, and Shenandoah. Call 1-800-842-8065 or visit swita.com to schedule your ride.
Are you great with paperwork and have a grasp of real estate code and law? Does your schedule allow you to show a home at almost any time? Do you have a list of clients who are looking for a home? How about first-hand knowledge of properties in the market? No? Well, you're in luck because a realtor does. This is Melissa Enan with Meyer & Gross Real Estate, and having a realtor takes care of all those things and much more. It's what we do, it's who we are. Give us a call. We're here to help. Meyer & Gross Real Estate. Strength of teamwork, the reputation for results. Reputation for results.
And welcome back to Senior Spotlight. We're joined by the co-captains, Gavin McLaren, Colin Rudy, and Brock Goodrich. Missing Donovan Hedrington here, but we'll try to catch him next week. And Gavin, what's it feel like to play for a district title here?
Yeah, it's awesome. It's a great feeling. It's definitely the goal. When you start the season to get to this point, and we've really bought together and really came together as a team and bonded really well. And we're playing good football right now. It always starts in practice. Practice has been looking really good, throughout the weeks and stuff, and that's what leads to a good game on Friday is good practice throughout the week.
Well, you kind of alluded to that, Gavin, but as far as the journey, what is it about this team that makes it special?
Right. I'd say the big thing is, we're always trying to stay optimistic, always got to stay positive throughout the year. We started, you start off the year with some, downhill, you start with losing that first game, but the big thing is you just got to buy in. The biggest thing is you have to win practice. Our seniors, we came together with that goal at Simpson Camp to start the year. That's the biggest thing is you have to win practice every single day, in and out. Every drill, every warm-up, you got to take everything seriously and win practice every day to be able to be where we are today, with compete for that district title on Friday.
Carroll High, talk about facing them.
Yeah, they're big up front. They're studs. They're fast. They run the ball, and they can throw the ball too when they want to. But we just got a really good week of practice, buy in, and make sure we're all in the right spots, and we'll be fine.
Gavin, thank you. Best of luck.
Thanks, Tom.
Brock Goodrich joining us, co-captain for the Trojan. Gavin alluded to buying in, and what is that buying in? What have you had to buy in?
Buying in just as a team, giving their best effort day in, day out, staying optimistic throughout the whole season, really.
Great game Friday night, Brock. You made a huge catch down to the 3-yard line. Tell us about that play.
It was a good throw by Xander Parker. Offensive line held up, and just really good, really nice play.
How do you feel going into this final game Friday night?
Really confident, really excited. It's a great opportunity to play for the district title, and hopefully we get the win.
When the season started, what were your expectations for this team?
Expectations were to make the playoffs and play to the best of our ability.
What do you see as a challenge against Carroll?
Challenge against Carroll, definitely up front. 65 is a dude. Their trenches will be a little bit tough, but we can handle it.
What's going to be your role now? You were talking about that, Brock.
It's been good. It's been fun blocking out at wide receiver, getting the ball a little bit more too has been a little fun. So yeah, I like it.
You've been great to watch. Of course, on the defensive end is too. You and Muller have had to anchor down those two ends. You got to be happy with what's been going on defense too, don't you?
Yeah, defense all around. Some things to patch up from last game, but all around it's been a really good season, I thought.
When you talk about patch up, what are some of the things you're looking at?
Just all around. We got some things to fix. We talked about in film, but yeah, just things to work on during practice.
Brock, always appreciate it. Thank you. Good luck.
All right, thank you, Tom.
Colin Rudy joining us, a linebacker, and so a year ago you weren't starting, and now you're starting. Had a great year, and now you're playing for a district title. What does that mean to you?
It means a lot. Just try and put in the work throughout the years, and so we can compete this year. And this is our best season in a while, and we just hope to keep it going against Carroll and into the playoffs.
Talk about Carroll a little bit here, and from the defensive standpoint, what do you have to get done here?
Well, it's going to start up front with the line. Carroll's got a pretty good line. They're probably bigger than us, pound for pound, but we just have to read our keys, play our jobs, make sure we can shed any blocks, and try to keep the rest of the linebackers free so we can make tackles, and we want them to pass.
Coach Brummer talked about 3 playoff teams: Atlantic, Harlan, Carroll. You beat a playoff team. You're ranked 9th in the state in Radio Iowa now. How much confidence does that give you guys?
Well, that gives us a good bit of confidence. It's a close game against Harlan. We know we can win these close games now, and we're hoping to do the same thing against Carroll.
How do you do that? You did against Creston, and then heroics against Harlan with the kickoff return, and a lot goes into that ahead of time. How do you guys do that?
I guess it just happens. It all gets put together on that Friday night when the lights are on, and
Perfect answer. Colin, thank you very much. Best of luck tonight.
Yep, thank you.
Senior Spotlight brought to you by Myron Gross Realty, the reputation for results. We're back with the Coaches Show brought to you by Partners Insurance coming up.
Have you ever heard the saying, people spend their life building wealth and neglecting their health, only to wish they could trade their wealth for better health at the end? This is Dr. Fritz Beyer, and it has now been over 30 years since my first chiropractic adjustment. I still get asked, do you get adjusted? Absolutely. I try to get adjusted at least once a month. I'm 47 now and still try to stay as active as ever. While I do get a few more aches and pains than when I was younger, it feels great to be able to step on the mat and help kids learning to wrestle. Chiropractic has helped me feel young enough to do it. If staying active is part of your future plans, call 254-BODY to get your body back to the basics.
Cass Health in Atlantic, Iowa is a nationally recognized hospital, and we are proud of the awards and all of our recent accomplishments. But do you know what drives us to be the very best? You. We're passionate about helping our patients heal and feel their very best at any age and any stage of life. Cass Health. Neighbors caring for neighbors.
With the many different types of insurance policies and all the different options, knowing what insurance policy will work best for you or your business can be confusing. At Partners Insurance, we know the best coverage is the one that fits your needs, your goals, your tolerance for risk, and of course your resources. Our agents are committed to helping your family or business navigate the often confusing world of insurance. For help navigating through your insurance options, contact Shannon at Partners Insurance today at 712-243-4392.
Welcome back to the Partners Insurance Coaches Show with Atlantic head coach Joe Brummer. As the Trojans and the Carroll Tigers warming up and getting set to play for a district title here in Class 3A. District number 6, the Trojans over Harlan last Friday night, 35-30. They cement a spot in the state playoffs and now playing for a district title, and a definite home field advantage goes to the winner. Coach, thanks for joining us. Playing for a district title, you shoot for these scenarios, and when it comes to reality, it makes it that much more sweet. And talk about the journey, that's led to this undefeated district season, 6-2 record, and playing for all the marbles of the district here tonight. What is it about this journey or about this team that has been able to get you this far?
Yeah, it's a long time coming. A lot of people don't really see the springtime. These kids have been putting in a lot of work this year. We start back in spring weights. We continue with summer weights. Simpson camp, 7-on-7s over the summer. That the kids have put in a lot of time. So it's great to see a lot of that hard work paying off. And we got a special group. So the kids are doing really well. Like you said, this is kind of where we want to be at the end of the year. Carroll's got a really good team, so it's a great way to end the season with a really good game with a bunch of competition that starts us a little bit early for the playoffs.
What can you say about a team that never gives up? We go back to Creston, 39 seconds to play, and the kids, they never give up. And, Parker hits Malia in the end zone for a touchdown. He had him in sight, and that's where he wanted to go. And then McNeil returns a kickoff against the Harlan Cyclones. And, of course, the lead change was multiple times in the fourth quarter. What about this? You said special group. This team just is resilient. They believe, right? I mean, what is it about this crew there?
Yeah, no. I think it starts, top down. I think our seniors do a really good job. They're very confident in themselves. They've worked very hard. A lot of them have played a lot of years. So it starts with them being very confident in their abilities, confident with each other, and trusting one another. I think we have a really good core of younger guys as well. Our junior class provides, not a lot of numbers, but a lot of ability. Ethan McNeil, Grant Petty, Jake Wales, Carter Hadley, Roland Draven, Brandon Wagner, they all contribute in their own way with a lot of different things that they bring to the table that make us special. And then we have some young sophomores that are filling in the mix and being dynamic and making plays all over the place, as far as Xander Killian being a special teams guy here, there, and everywhere, being something that's special for us on if it's kick return, punt return, kickoffs, punting himself. Just guys like that are contributing at a really high level. Landon Hagen is on the field for us quite a bit as a sophomore, special teams, or the next guy in. So it's just one of those things where we have a good group and mix of guys just all contributing at high levels from different areas.
Carroll, the team at hand tonight, facing the Trojans here, a team that's had 30 rushing touchdowns this year. They are a team a lot like the Trojans. They can run the football. What can you say about this challenge against the Tigers, Coach?
Yeah, Coach Rowe's a great guy. They do a really good job up there. We really respect all their coaching staff. This is a group that we've spent some time with at clinics and talked about blocking schemes and gone over, different ways of incorporating the run game. So it makes sense that a lot of our stats are similar. No, it's a group that we really respect and look up to as a staff, and their team shows it. They're athletic. They're big and physical up front. They're probably the best O&D line we're going to see all year, with probably one of the more special linebackers as well.
Atlantic fourth in the Class 3A in rushing, 2005. Carroll fifth, 1,974. So we're going to see two of the top rushing teams in the state in Class 3A here tonight. Carroll led by a pretty stout running back. Adam Malik Jr. What can you say about his style? He's got 1,131 yards, 7.2 yards per carry. How good is this guy?
Yeah, he does a phenomenal job of reading his blocks. He does a really good job of getting open. He does a great job of, finding the hole, getting that extra wiggle, and he's explosive in space. He's not a straight 4.4, 4.5 40, but, he brings the pain, he brings some energy, and, he does a great job, again, of having that vision, reading blocks, and making one cut and getting downhill in a hurry.
What about the Tigers' defense? What can you say about facing this crew here?
Yeah, they're physical. Again, their D-line is really good. Their linebacking core is gap sound. They're solid. They're fundamental. And they have a lot of tackles for loss. They are controlling the line of scrimmage. They don't give up a lot of points. I think they've given up 7 points in the last 3 games total. So that's a very impressive stat that those guys are keeping people out of the end zone at a high rate. And that's something that we got to make sure that we're trying to get as many explosive big plays as we can because they don't allow a whole lot of positive to go down. So we got to make the most of the explosive play when we can.
A little different scenario, Coach. I don't know. We've got a doubleheader, I guess. Do you treat that differently as far as your pregame prep?
No, we kind of treat it the same as we normally do. We like to get there early. We like to scout out what we're doing, get the kids comfortable, get them relaxed and normal. The curtain raiser game is just treated like our freshman stuff. So, no, Kemper's playing beforehand with their first-round playoff game, hosting a really good Grandview Christian team. So it's going to be a very interesting setup and dynamic, but it should lead for a big crowd if they stay. Ours can catch a second game as well for some varsity sports. And it makes it a very unique venue, but no, we'll treat it pretty much the same with our pregame, our warm-ups. It might be adjusted time-wise, but we'll still get in everything that we want to.
Well, Coach, very good. It's going to be a good one. Atlantic ranked 9th in the Radio Iowa Class 3A poll. Carroll ranked 10th. You got 2 ranked teams here. Ranked teams going at it. Doesn't get much better than this, huh?
Yeah. It's where we want to be. You got to beat the really good teams to be a good team. So we're hoping that we can contend and compete at a high level.
Coach, thanks so much. Best of luck. We'll talk to you afterwards.
Sounds great. Hey, thank you, Tom.
You bet. Atlantic head coach Joe Brummer, 9th-rated Atlantic, facing 10th-rated Carroll. That's coming up. Kickoff coming up soon here on KS 95.7 FM, our live stream, westerniowatoday.com. And welcome back to the Partners Insurance Coaches Show. And we're joined by Carroll High head coach Craig Rowetter as the Tigers hosting the Trojans tonight in the season finale, the district championship at stake here, Coach. And congrats on a great season and a big run during district play, a dominating run for the Tigers. And, talk about this football team here as you head to this season finale tonight. What's been making this group click like they have been over the past, 6 weeks or so?
Thanks, Tom. Yeah, the I think it always starts with your seniors. We have a great group of 15 seniors at senior night tonight as well. So that adds to the atmosphere of being a district championship game. But, we graduated a great group a year ago, so we had a lot of questions coming in this season, and then we didn't really get any favors from the state as far as our non-district schedule. So we had basically 2 returning starters on offense and 3 on defense against a 4A primary slate of teams early on. And, what impressed me with them is we stayed close and competitive, and actually should have won a couple. With a little better coaching, we would have early on. And they just never gave in or gave up. They knew we were a good football team. So even sitting 1-3 after the non-district schedule, we had guys, still believing in what we were doing and knew that, hey, we're starting to come together at the right time. And then once that district play started with Harlan, I think we were clicking on all cylinders.
Your 5th year as a head coach, 10 years ahead of that as a defensive coordinator. So what's interesting, you mentioned you graduated that great group of seniors a year ago, and you insert new players this year. Obviously, there's some good culture here you have going. What is it about the next man in here for Carroll?
I think I just in an era of the transfer portal and all that garbage going on in the college world, sometimes you're even hearing about it in the high school ranks. I just feel fortunate we have guys that have put in some time and realize just because if I'm not starting as a sophomore, throw in the towel, put in some time on JV. We had a really good JV team a year ago. And a lot of, doesn't always translate to the varsity level, but I think it does show, we had a dominating JV team last year, which put in their time and now can take over as seniors this year, or seniors and juniors. And so it's just a good mix of that going on with, they know what it takes from the groups ahead of them. It had been a little dry spell before last year as far as the playoffs for us went. So they knew it took some time, it's not going to just show up in the fall and be ready to go. They put in the time this summer, and I think it really, that's what's really shown. And again, even our, we have a really good running back this year. He was part-time last year because we had a really good running back a year ago. So guys that are just willing to wait their turn and know if they do the right things, success should follow.
Yeah, Adam Malik, 15 rushing touchdowns, which ranks 4th in Class 3A. He's also the top 5 in rushing in Class 3A as well, 1,131 yards. So a lot of talent there, and obviously that front line is giving a boost as well.
Yeah, and something that doesn't really jump out of Adams only played the Harlan game as far as first through fourth quarters. He only had maybe one series in the Greene County game, one series in the second half, one series in the second half against Creston, and then he only played the first quarter against Perry. So to put the numbers up that he has, and kind of what I would say a little bit limited numbers, he has pretty good attempts, but a lot of that was early on in the season when we knew we had to lean on that run game. But as you said, we only brought back Gavin Holt up front on the offensive line. So 4 of those guys were new, and we actually lost one to injury week 1. So we had to put in a alternate, early on in that non-district schedule. And then now we got everybody back. So we got up to 6 or 7 guys that could plug and play on that offensive line. So that's kind of a nice luxury we haven't had in quite a while.
Yeah, how about Adam? I guess a stat that sticks out, 7.2 yards per carry and 15 touchdowns, and not playing some full games here down the stretch. That's impressive. Coach, talk about Atlantic. Talk about what do you see in this football team, and maybe some of the challenges here when you face the Trojans tonight.
It's a little bit like looking in a mirror. They want to establish a run. I've known Coach Brummer for quite a while now, and I don't know if it makes me seem old, but my first year as defensive coordinator, Coach Brummer was a senior at Harlan. So I actually coached against him as a player. And but Coach Satoff's even older than I am, though, because Coach Satoff was coaching when I was playing at Carroll. So it's kind of a fun little circle there that, between the staffs. But they just do a great job as the same thing as kind of our philosophy. They want to be physical, run the football. They got 2 great running backs themselves, with McNeil and McLaren. That's just a dangerous combo with those guys as far as the full, they can hit you inside with McLaren, and then obviously McNeil, I think he's number 2 right now in the state in rushing yards. So once he gets to the outside, if you don't really need an angle because you aren't going to catch him. So you got to get him before he gets to the outside, and that's the thing that jumps out to us, about their offense. And then defensively, they just, again, I think they want to stop the run. They'll bring their backers up, and I haven't seen too many better than I'm going to probably screw up his name, but Jake, is it Wales?
Exactly. Yep. Correct.
Number 54. He jumps right out at you, off the film. So we're definitely, if we're going to have some success running the ball, we're going to have to get a hat on him and also kind of stop. They have some really nice size up front at the defensive end spots. So I don't think we'll be able to push them around like we have the last couple of weeks.
Well, Coach, congrats for being at this spot here this season. And what's it all going to come down to for Carroll here to get a W?
I think it's the same story as all season long for us. Being able to establish the run early and then not turning the ball over. That's one thing probably we've been the best at since district play. We had a little issue early on. Again, we had a brand new quarterback, so we threw some interceptions that maybe weren't the best decisions in the non-district schedule. But since district play started, we haven't done that. So not turn. I mean, it is cliche, but if we can run the ball, and play gap sound on defense and not miss any tackles, and then ultimately not turn the ball over, it'll give us a good chance of success.
Very good. Well, Coach, thank you very much for your time. Really appreciate it. Best of luck to you tonight.
Thanks, Tom. Appreciate everything.
Craig Rowetter, head coach for the Carroll Tigers. We'll be back with the keys of the game brought to you by Cass Health right after these.
At the heart of Channel Seeds are the relationships we build with farmers. Hi, this is Lee Sadoff with Lyman Ag Supply. When you partner with Lyman Ag for your fields, you'll experience our seedsmanship at work, committed to working with you through year-round customized service. We are committed to your success. It starts with placing products to perform, extends to evaluating crop development throughout the season, and continues well after harvest into planning for next year. Expert advice, customized service, and elite products. We're Lyman Ag Supply, and our goal is your profitability. Give us a call.
Get ready for fall flavor. It's the Harvest Happy Hour at Olson's BP, featuring delicious Godfather's Pizza. All October long, you can load up on your favorites. Swing by Olson's BP between 6 and 8 p.m. any day of the month and take $5 off any unlimited large specialty pizza. That's a hot deal on a large specialty pie every single evening this October. Stop in for your fuel, your hot Champs chicken, and of course, that unbeatable Godfather's Pizza. Don't miss the Harvest Happy Hour at Olson's BP, the keep-you-going store.
MyChart is an online service through Cass Health that gives you instant access to your personal health records, keeps you in touch with your healthcare provider, and can do prescription renewals or refills. It's easy to access on your computer or smartphone. With MyChart, you can also request and review appointments, check in ahead of appointments, and see test results. Sign up or learn more at mychart.casshealth.org or stop by Cass Health to sign up. Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors.
At Western Iowa Today.
Welcome back to Carroll Athletic Field. Atlantic and Carroll High getting set to battle for the district title here tonight in Class 3A. District number 6. They had the coin flip, and we'll tell you more about that here a little bit later on. And Perry Fief's Keys the Game brought to you by Cass Health. Neighbors caring for neighbors. Perry, what do you got?
All right, well, again, I try to think about them before I come up, and so I'm just making these up as I go. My first one, as usual. Oh, okay. But then I listen to the coaches, so I think I'm on board with this. My first one is turnovers. I think a turnover here or there is going to be huge tonight because it sounds like we both kind of protect the ball, but someone's going to screw up, and a turnover is going to be what causes a big play. Again, for Atlantic's defense, I'm going to go with the defense because they played really well the second half last week. But it sounds like they've got some good players there at Carroll, and it's going to have to stop the run. You made a comment about they might try some trickeries or something. So
not necessarily some trickeries, but we're going to see a 5-man front with a spy here tonight.
Okay, which is cool. I'm glad you said that. Awesome.
Yep.
And then my third one, and I don't know if it's so much a key or not, but so Carroll's got a lot of studs. By the way, you kind of heard by the coaches talking, and I know Atlantic's got a lot of studs. So the whole thing is which studs are going to stand out tonight? Who's going to be better tonight? Because it sounds like there's a lot of studs on this field. So who's going to play the hardest, the full game, and who's going to stand out? Which studs will do it? That's a key. Who's going to be the toughest at the end of the game?
Very good. And Kevin Ferguson, piggyback on that if you would.
Well, always riding piggyback. Here I am. Hey, Perry hits a lot of good points, and I just want to say, I love the different change and look. The old 5-man defensive front is something that we used to do a long time ago to stop a run. And, there again, it's going to be a matter of being aggressive, but the linebackers are still going to have to be active. They'll just be a pair back there, and they're going to have to be active and really smacking them gaps when they make them. Secondly, momentum. I always talk about momentum, and you want to get the momentum, if Atlantic wins the toss, you want to get a 3 and out, and that starts the momentum, and we'll see what happens. And not only with turnovers, Perry, I'm going to do the one that I have been very impressed with for the most part this year, 99% of the time, and that's special teams. Special teams will win a lot of ball games.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's the same as a turnover, because that can be a huge momentum breaker right there.
I didn't want to take that from you.
I appreciate that, Perry, because, I'm pretty quiet. I don't have a lot to say usually.
All right. Well, Fergie, thank you for that. And both teams continue to warm up. We're about 16 minutes away from the opening kickoff here at Carroll Athletic Field. We'll be back with the starting lineups coming up next. They're brought to you by the First Whitney Bank, a local bank, local employees, and local decisions. Since the beginning, the only bank you'll ever need, First Whitney Bank. We're back with the starters next.
If authentic Mexican food is what you're craving, then come on into Rancho Grande in Atlantic. We're more than just tacos and margaritas, but we do make the best of both. We have appetizers, beef, chicken, seafood dishes, and desserts. Mixed drinks, wine, imported and domestic beers are on the menu too. Dine in or relax on the patio with family, friends, date night, or a quick stop before or after the game. Open 7 days a week. You'll be able to fill in your cravings of authentic Mexican food at Rancho Grande in Atlantic.
Calling all ghosts and goblins. Join us at your Atlantic Hy-Vee on Saturday, October 25th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. for a spooktacular Halloween event. Enjoy mini games and activities, cookie decorating, a balloon artist, and more. Mark your calendars for Saturday, October 25th for a howlin' good time. See you there, little monsters.
First Whitney Bank is the longest standing locally owned bank in Atlantic, and as such, we take pride in how we serve our community. For generations, we have been involved with our customers and their families by getting involved in community events and by supporting technology and teaching financial literacy in our schools. You'll also see our support of athletics on the scoreboards at home events. It's this involvement that allows us to know our customers and their families for generations. First Whitney Bank, the only bank you'll ever need. Member FDIC.
On KS 95.7.
Welcome back to Carroll Athletic Field. Tom Robinson with you, along with Perry Fief, Kevin Ferguson, and Fletcher Toft on the camera here tonight. We're live streaming on WesternIowaToday.com TV and YouTube. That YouTube channel is news at WesternIowaToday.com. Let's take a look at the Atlantic offense. Aiden Parker, the quarterback, 5'11", 195. He's 29 of 63 throwing the football, 46% completion rate for 535 yards and 5 touchdowns this season. The fullback is Gavin McLaren. What a season he's had. He's 6'2", 240, paves the way for McNeil. 66 carries, 478 yards, 8 touchdowns. His longest run, a 50-yarder. Boy, we'd like to see that tonight. Running back, Ethan McNeil, 5'9", 170, and a junior, second in the Class 3A rushing stats at 1,200 yards. He's averaged 70 yards a carry, and he scored 13 touchdowns. He had that 70-yard run here a couple of weeks ago, and he had that 85-yard kickoff return last week against the Harlan Cyclones. Your wideouts are Corbin Ritter at 6'1", 170, 4 catches, 92 yards. Xander Killian, 6'2", 175, sophomore, 7 catches, 134 yards. Each has a touchdown. And also at the wideout position for Atlantic is Brock Goodrich. He's been moved from tight end to wideout. He's 6'2", 205. He has 9 catches. Had a big catch against the Harlan Cyclones here last week. Tight end is Roland Hidman at 6'1", 175 and a junior. Also the center is Traven Thomas, 5'10", 250-pound sophomore. The right guard, Cale Cameron, 6'1", 185 senior. Donovan Henderson at left guard, 5'10", 205 senior. The right tackle, Owen Miller, it's 5'10", 245 and a sophomore. And Jack Muller at 6'3", 235 and a senior is at the left tackle for Atlantic. Now when you look at the Trojans on the defensive end, the linebackers are Carter Hadley. Hadley is 5'8", 160 pounds. 39 tackles on the year, 19 solos, and 4 for loss. Colin Rudy, the linebacker, 5'7", 165. 42 tackles on the season for Colin Rudy. And Jake Wales, he's got 1 pick, and he has 60.5 tackles to lead the team, 41 solos, 6 for loss, and 2 sacks. Also, a defensive back, Shelton Molia, 6'4", 185, and a senior. He's a pick. And Grant Petty, the cornerback, he's Petty at 6'2", 165, and a junior. Also in the defensive backfield, Hunter Nelson, 5'10", 165, and a senior, and Sawyer Terrell at 5'11", 165, and a senior. Jack Muller, the defensive end, he's 6'3", 225, and a senior, 25.5 tackles this season. Brock Goodrich, a 6'2", 205-pound senior, 24 tackles. He had that big sack against Harlan here last week to end the game. Donovan Hedrington at 5'10", 205, 22.5 tackles, and Gavin McLaren will be the defensive tackle at 6'2", 240, is 9 stops. We're going to see Hank Roberts start as well in this different look on the defensive end. Roberts has 14.5 tackles, 9 solos, and 1 tackle for loss. So we'll see Hank here in the ball game here tonight. And Roberts is a senior. He's 5'10", 165. So that's the Trojans on offense and the Trojans on defense. When you look at Carroll High on the offensive end, Camden King is the starting quarterback, and King is 6'2", 165 and a junior. He's passed for 703 yards on the year. Adam Mollick, the running back, at 5'11", 185 and a junior, 1,131 yards rushing, 7.2 yards per carry. He scored 15 touchdowns, his longest an 80-yarder. And at running back, Kieran Polking, 6'2", 210. Also, Mac Collison at a receiver, 6'3", 170, a senior. Shay Shable, 6', 145 and a junior. The tight end is Moyer Oberting, 6'3", 205 senior. And the center is Tanner Hahn, 6'1", 250 and a senior. At the offensive guards, it'll be Brody Daniel, 6'1", 190 junior, and Gavin Holt at 6'2", 250 senior. And the tackles are Caden Lunders, 6'2", 220 junior, and Miles Puden, 6', 245-pound junior. We'll also see Michael Rowetter in there at the running back as well, and receiver Lincoln Burke will be in there. Also Tedrow will also be in a receiver as well. Carson Tedrow is 5'8", 140, and the seniors, the Carroll Tigers, come back onto the field. On defense, a linebacker, Quentin Polking at 6'3", 215. Michael Rowetter, a linebacker, 5'10", 165. Adam Mollick, a linebacker, 5'11", 185. And Brody Daniel at a backer at 6'1", 190. In the defensive backfield, Landon Peterson at 5'9", 155 and a senior. Matt Collison, 6'3", 170 and a senior. Defensive back, Chase Shable, 6', 145. And Talon Crandall, 6', 165. And D-ends, Ty Mulbauer, 6'4", 175. And Keenan Polking, 6'2", 210. Gavin Holt, 6'2", 250. And Miles Puden, 6', 245. We'll be back with our national anthem. It's brought to you by Stein Seed. As Stein has yield, contact Darren Petty and Trey Bricks, your local Stein representatives.
When you begin your construction project, you want perfection from the ground up. This is Chris Houghton with Chris Houghton Earth Moving. When it comes to excavation, demolition, drainage, all your earth moving needs for your home, farm, or business, team up with experience, quality, and outstanding service. Chris Houghton Earth Moving has the experienced, knowledgeable employees combined with all the equipment to tackle your projects, large or small, and get the job done right. When you're ready to start digging in the dirt, give me a call. We're Chris Houghton Earth Moving, and we're digging it every day.
So you're having trouble hearing. Well, let me ask you, when was your last hearing test? Maybe back in grade school? You know, hearing loss is usually gradual. Maybe you miss a word or two in conversation, or maybe you struggle when talking on the phone. Sometimes you miss out while with your favorite people. You can get ahead of hearing loss. And if you're 50 or over, even if you're not having issues, it's a good time to have an evaluation. Get a baseline of where your hearing stands. Call today to hear more. ASI, with offices in Atlantic, Audubon, and Carroll.
Stein delivers more new genetics faster. Our focus on delivering higher yielding genetics faster than the competition is why we have released more new Enlist E3 lines in the past 5 years than any other seed company. For elite genetics paired with simple, flexible, and effective weed control, plant Stein Enlist E3 soybeans. Stein has yield. 45 years of yield. Learn more at steinseed.com. Stein has yield. 45 years of yield. Learn more at steinseed.com.
Your home for Atlantic Trojan football on KS 95.7 and live video at westerniowatoday.com.
Welcome back to Carroll Athletic Field as the national anthem all in, all done, and very well done, I should say. Fergie, you talked about turnovers in the game and special teams as well. I want to go back to the turnover issue. Atlantic has 12 takeaways, and Carroll has 19 coming into the game. So that's going to be a real key. Also in special teams, when you look at the kicking game, Xander Killian, he's been an all-around player for Atlantic, and Killian so far this season, 20 punts, and he's averaged 40.2 yards a punt. He also has 5 touchbacks. When he's kicking off, he's 15 of 18 at PAT with a long field goal of 42 yards. He's 2 of 5 kicking field goals. Now, Trevor Ellison's also done some kicking for Atlantic as well. Ellison with a couple of touchbacks, 12 of 16 PATs, 29 field goals, and 1 for 3 kicking field goals. Now, when you look at the kickers for the Tigers, Mason Sturts has 13 punts, averaging 41.2 yards a punt. So he can get into it as well, much like Xander Killian can. So I think it's kind of a wash as far as the punting goes here tonight. And when you look at the kickoffs, Kieran Polkin will kick it off. He has 8 touchbacks on the year. He's 29 of 33 PATs. He's 4 for 4 kicking field goals. His longest, 40 yards. So, you know, Coach Rowetter talked about how these teams are so similar. He said, when I'm preparing for Atlantic, it's like looking in the mirror. But so special teams, a big deal. Returns, I doubt they'll kick to McNeil, guys. I think they'll try to keep away from him.
Yeah, that's probably a good point. But, you know, the other side of that is Killian's done an excellent job back there. And, you know, as far as the touchbacks on those kickoffs, Tom, if you're kicking from the south to the north, there's a pretty good chance you can do that. The other way, maybe not, because I'm thinking the last person that left Atlantic forgot to close the window.
Yeah.
Well, the Trojans still in the locker room. Carroll High is back out on the field as we're going to get set for this one here tonight. Coach Mosier, best of luck to you as he heads up to the booth to call the game from up top. He's done a tremendous job as a coach, too, guys. He's
helped the team out tremendously since he came on.
Always enthusiastic, and it was kind of bedlam in the press box when Ethan McNeil returned that 85-yarder last week, wasn't it? Huh?
Oh, man. I thought it was going to fall off the bleachers. I mean, that baby was shaking.
Well, opening kickoff is coming up here in a little bit. We're about 4 minutes away, but hey, we'll get to that. ASI. Don't miss the sound of the opening kickoff. See audiologist Doug Leonard of ASI. We're back right after these.
It's 4th and long, and you're gearing up for the drive of the game. But wait, are your tires ready to go the distance? This is Josh. Extreme Auto has the tires your vehicle needs to tackle every mile. Whether it's the daily runs, the weekend getaway, or on the road to the big game, Extreme Auto keeps you rolling strong. Don't punt on safety. Score big with new tires from Extreme Auto in Atlantic. Extreme Auto. Every drive is a winning drive.
Every client's needs are unique. At Armor Insurance, we're dedicated to getting you the best coverage at the best price. How do we do it? By working with multiple trusted insurance carriers. Why? Because one size doesn't fit all. Neither does one carrier. As your agent, we will work to find the right coverage that fits your home, auto, farm, crop, business, life, or health insurance needs. We don't just offer options, we inform you about them, ensuring you understand your choices from coverage through claims. So here at Armor Insurance, we're here to protect you. Armor Insurance with locations in Atlantic, Griswold, and Council Bluffs.
So you're having trouble hearing. Well, let me ask you, when was your last hearing test? Maybe back in grade school? You know, hearing loss is usually gradual. Maybe you miss a word or two in conversation, or maybe you struggle when talking on the phone. Sometimes you miss out while with your favorite people. You can get ahead of hearing loss. And if you're 50 or over, even if you're not having issues, it's a good time to have an evaluation. Get a baseline of where your hearing stands. Call today to hear more. ASI, with offices in Atlantic, Audubon, and Carroll.
Now time for high school football on KS 95.7.
Welcome back to Carroll Athletic Stadium, and the Trojans and the Tigers are just a couple of minutes away. They're going to meet the 50-yard line. We're going to find out how that corn flip went earlier, and then they reenacted at the 50 for the fans to see. Pretty good following by the Trojans on the other side of the field. Here we're on the home side with Carroll High. And the Trojans in their white jerseys and gold pants tonight. Carroll in their black jerseys with the red trim and white pants with the red trim. And they'll head out to the center of the field, the captains. For Atlantic, Gavin McLaren, Colin Rudy, left to right, Donovan Hedrington, and Brock Goodrich. The Polking brothers, Quinton and Kiernan.
Is that also 6 and 7?
Yeah, Gavin Holt is the captain as well as Malik. For the Tigers as they'll meet at the 50-yard line. We're going to find out what Atlantic has had won a lot of tosses this year, and they've deferred many of them as well. And we're watching now the coin flip here as the referee gives the guys their final instructions. Looks like Atlantic is going to move right to left, and the Trojans won the toss. They have deferred, no surprise there. And that's going to be Carroll's football to start the game. They're going to move left to right, and we are about underway. The ASI opening kickoff coming up. ASI, don't miss the opening kickoff. Seanologist Doug Leonard. And here we go.
Hug your radios and kiss your computers, people.
Yeah. Here we go. And folks at Nishney Hills, let's hear a big hurrah here.
There you go.
We've got Fletcher Toft is with us, so behind the camera. And we're going to bring you this championship football game tonight. The winner is a district champion in Class 3A District 6 and gets a home field advantage guaranteed next Friday night in the postseason. Atlantic in the playoffs, Carroll in the playoffs already, but the winner gets that home field advantage. So the Tigers will receive. They're going to move left to right. We do have a breeze. I believe early was out of the south, guys.
It still is.
It's out of somewhere.
Well, but the flag is pretty.
It's limp.
Pretty limp right now. And,
well, yeah, but it's behind that building.
Yeah. See, so that doesn't help.
And then when you watch to the north, you see the ribbons on the goalposts are maybe not flopping as much as they were, but
I mean it's a little breezy, at least where we're at. I mean,
Shable is deep along with Lincoln Burke. For the Tigers, Shable near side, Lincoln Burke to the far side. And kicking off for Atlantic will be Xander Killian. For the Trojans, Killian with 5 touchbacks this season. And we'll see what the Tigers will bring offensively here. Nope, it's going to be Ellison, guys. Trevor Ellison kicking off.
Yep.
So Ellison with 2 touchbacks this season. And Trevor will kick it. Here we go. We're underway here in Carroll. The line drive that's going to bounce in the hands of Shable to the 10-yard line. 15. He heads up the right side. 20, 25. Gets across the 30. Good return. And he's swung down about the 35. A good return. And the tackle made by the Trojans, the number 85, Landon Heminger got downfield. How about that? Haven't called his name out a lot, but Landon got down to make the stop for Atlantic.
Good job, Landon.
First down at 10, Carroll. Camden King is the quarterback for the Tigers. A right-handed thrower. King is 703 yards passing this season, a 54% completion rate. They'll send 2 receivers left, Shable and Lincoln Burke. Snap back to King. He's going to have a keeper all the way across the 35, gets to 40, 45. Here's the 50-yard line down the far sideline, 40, 35. And it's run out of bounds by Colin Rudy. Boy, that's in Fergie. You talked about a running quarterback, and Camden King.
Wow.
Yeah, they did a nice job blocking that edge. And, and in this game, that's what it takes.
Run it down to the 35-yard line of Atlantic, and it's going to be a first down and 10. A brown shoe fit first down for the Tigers right out of the gate. A big gain.
Oh, huge.
Camden King will join the huddle. They break. Malik will be a running back to his left. Shable to wide left. Burke wide right. The wing back to the near side is Kieran Polke. Here's the snap and the handoff to Malik. Cuts inside. He's hit and dropped to the line of scrimmage. Great play by the Trojans. And that is
71.
Yeah, Carter Hadley made the top as well as Jack Muller. Hadley had it around the waist and Muller cleaned up. No gain, second down and 10. Good defense by Atlantic.
Second and 10 for the Tigers.
Ball at the 35-yard line of the Trojans. King, the quarterback, much like Atlantic's QB, he gets to play the sidelines, jogs back to the huddle. They'll line up the ball between the hash marks. Plenty of room on both sides. Burke wide right. Shable in the slot to the right side for the Tigers. Poking the wing back left. Here's a snap to King. Here's Malik right up the gut. He gets across the 30, and he plows forward inside the 30 down to about the 27-yard line. A pickup of 8 yards in the play. It's going to be second down and 3, guys.
And we might want to mention we did not come out with a 5-man front.
No, we did not. I noticed I keep kind of looking to see if they're going to switch, but
he said they're going to throw it in there, so we'll see. But yeah, you're right, guys. You got a 4-man front, the traditional Atlantic 4-man front with the 2 defensive ends and Muller and Goodrich, and you got the D tackles, Gavin McLaren.
Did you see what
Hetherington.
they did? They brought in all linemen.
They've got a big front line.
They got
high backfield now for the Tigers on a third down and 3. Here's Malik. He gets the edge across the 25, and he's running out of bounds inside the 20. And he gets a brown shoe fit first down. They're going to mark it to the 19-yard line, and the Armor Insurance red zone guys and Carroll impressive offensively out of the gate.
Well, yeah, they've got some pretty. That offensive line, they're gelling pretty good right off the bat.
Armor Insurance red zone. To make sure your protection never breaks down, call Armor Insurance at 712-243-1951. Ball at the 19 of the Trojans. Brown shoe fit first down. Just underway here, under 10 minutes to play. First quarter, Carroll driving. Camden King under center. He takes the snap. Hand off to Malik. He's hit. Then he gets a couple, and that's it. Hit initially in the backfield.
Yep. He got hit. You're right. Hit in the backfield, but he pretty powerful. He still got, he got out of the backfield because he got no yards.
No gain to play. He's 5'11", 185. Second down and 10 for the Tigers at the 19-yard line of Atlantic. King with the play. Coach Rowetter, the head man for the Carroll Tigers. Assisted by Steve Shable, Eric Knott, Nagel, and Cody Wardell. Burke and Shable wide left, poking the wing back right. Lone setback now, empty backfield. Here's King to throw. He sets up, and he looks to throw. Now he's going to flush down the pocket. The Trojans knock him down at the 19-yard line.
Good rush by our 71 or DN.
Jack Muller.
Yep. And he kind of pushed that 58. He had no problem with that guy.
I'll tell you what, Muller's been trespassing the opponents.
Yes, he has. That was a good one,
long, man.
Good Tommy. Way to get in there.
Yeah. And it's not even hunting season now.
That's tomorrow.
That does start tomorrow. Third and 10, Carroll high. The Trojans tough in the red zone. We'll see if they can hang in there now. The ball at the 19 of Atlantic. Burke wide left with Shable. Burke wears number 1 there on the TV there, and Shable number 2. Malik in motion. They're going to run the same thing here. Snap back to Camden King. He's got some room behind a convoy. 15 down the 10, 5. Dives forward. 2 boys at the 1-yard line. So King with an 18-yard run And now the Tigers are knocking the door here.
Well, those receivers and running back, man, they had a pretty good wall for that quarterback to run. That was nice blocking by Carroll, which I hate to say, but that's pretty good.
Nice convoy ahead of Camden King. He's had a couple of big runs in this drive. He brings the Tigers up at the 1. First and goal. A Brown shoot at first down deep inside that Armor Insurance red zone. Camden King, the quarterback under center. He'll take the snap. Hands off to his big fullback.
No, that's 65.
Gavin Holt playing fullback. Gets the touchdown for the Carroll Tigers. 250-pound offensive lineman.
Yeah, that's not fair. That's a mini fridge right there.
Yeah, he's a college fridge.
Yeah, there you go. He's
a 1-yard run for Gavin Holt. The offensive lineman moved to fullback, and they plowed him forward for the 1-yard touchdown. And Carroll High wastes no time in scoring here. They score the opening drive. They're going to go for
nope. They're worse than Horland.
They're going to set it down. Crandall the holder. And Polking, that's Kieran Polking, will kick the PAT for the Tigers up 6-0. At 8:13 to play first quarter. Here's the snap back, the set, the kick is up, and it is good. Tigers up 7-0 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. We're back in 30 seconds on 95.7 FM on our live stream. WesternIdahoToday.com, presented by Elvis Hash, your State Farm Insurance agent in Atlantic.
At Greg Young, we don't just sell vehicles, we help you find the perfect one. Our extensive dealership network allows for amazing pricing and better vehicle selection. Plus, get a 5-year complimentary maintenance package with a new or used vehicle purchase, oil changes, tire rotations, and peace of mind on us. That's how Greg Young celebrates 25 years. Visit GregYoungAtlantic.com today.
Greg Young, we go the extra mile for you.
Limits apply. See dealer for details.
To high school football on KS 95.7.
Now let's go to Ferg, and pretty impressive drive of the Tigers, Ferg.
It really was, and not a punch to the inside, but big chunks on the outside.
Right. I mean,
something we really didn't talk about, and I know that on the sidelines, the defense are going to talk about them chunk plays. And the secret here is going to be answering, gentlemen.
Right. And I didn't realize, does that quarterback run a lot for him?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I just thought it was the running back all the time.
That's who they talked about. I'm a little surprised too, Perry, the way Camden King carried the football, and man, kind of reminiscent of Artfield last week for Harlan.
Yeah, very reminiscent of it.
So the Tigers will kick it away. 7-0 lead for Carroll High on the Seed Pro scoreboard. O'Neill is deep, along with Xander Killian, and we'll see what Polking does here on the kickoff. And he'll step into it. Here's the kick. It's a line drive. They're going to kick it to Killian. He traps it at 15, picks it up, gets to 20, 25, and he brought down about the 29-yard line. Pretty good return. Boy, I thought for a moment he might break that thing.
Yeah, that 51, I believe, just got an arm in there to slow him down enough and spin him so somebody else could get to him.
Trey Mock made the stop for Carroll, a 6'1", 190-pound junior. Well, Atlantic has pretty good field position. The ball at their own 33-yard line. First down and 10.
First and 10, Atlantic.
Atlantic will bring it up. They'll send Killian wide left. High backfield, traditional eye for Atlantic. Under center is Aiden Parker. Now they'll shift with Roland Hedman going right side, Goodrich right side wing. And the pitch handoff to Neal, and he's hit in the backfield and dropped for a loss. Nothing doing there. The Tigers able to penetrate that Trojan offensive line for a loss of about 4.
Yeah.
Second down and 14 for Atlantic back at the 25, Perry.
So I think at 65, he doesn't leave the field either, huh?
He's pretty tough in there as well.
He's a big dude, boys.
Right?
Yep, it's going to bring out to Alex Powell at 220. Atlantic comes up on a second out of 14. The football on their own 25-yard line. In motion, Goodrich left to right, right to left. Here's going to hand off to McLaren, and he gets a couple of yards across the 26 to 27-yard line.
Got back to the line of scrimmage, maybe? Yeah.
Third down and 10 for Atlantic Perry. So McLaren, the ball carrier. They'll bring up a third down and 10. They're back to the original line of scrimmage. McLaren with his 67th carry of the season. He has 478 yards and 8 touchdowns. His longest run, a 50-yarder. Here come the Trojans. They'll send Corbin Ritter wide right. Nope, he's going to check back in the huddle. Okay, now he goes back.
Better get to going, boys.
Hagan to the backfield now for Atlantic. No McNeil. There's a snap. The pitch. Nope, the ball is fumbled. The ball is down, and Carroll High gets the football. Killian was the running back.
Yeah, that play just started off bad, it looked like. I mean, it took too long to get to the line, and it just didn't look like they were in sync.
No, it didn't.
The 20th takeaway for the Tigers this season. They had 19 coming in, obviously, and they get the takeaway there. The ball is spotted at the 21-yard line of Atlantic in the near the Armor Insurance red zone. 6:40 to go, first quarter of the Seed Pros scoreboard. King, the quarterback, takes the snap, play action, fires, caught by Burke, and he is wrestled out inside the 10, down to the 8-yard line. A pickup of 13 yards on the play. And a first down and goal for Carroll High.
I think Carroll's making a statement right off the bat.
The ball to the 8, first and goal. King to Burke. Burke made the catch on a little slant pattern inside. Burke, his 10th catch of the season for the Tigers. The ball to the 8-yard line. And the shotgun, King. Play action, looks to throw again. Now he's rushed out. He's in trouble, and the Trojans wrap him up and drop him down to the line of scrimmage. Nice pressure again by Atlantic.
Yeah, good job jumping off blocks there on the right side. Jack Muller and Gavin McLaren were blocked and then fought through it. Fought through it real well.
Second down and 9 for the Tigers. The football just inside the Trojan 10-yard line at 5:36 to go in a fast-moving first quarter. And the Tigers come up. Ball on the far hash mark as we set. And they'll send 2 receivers, the right side, Burke and Schabel. Here's the snap, and the ball is loose. And Atlantic gets the football. Tigers fumble the ball. Atlantic able to get it. And that's their 13th takeaway of the season.
How about that?
So a first down and 10 Trojans as they get the turnover. We'll see if that can give them some momentum here. The ball thrown 10-yard line.
Yeah, that one was at least a forced error. The other one from Atlantic was kind of an unforced error, Tom, you know. So we got to get this ball moving downfield.
5:18 to go, first quarter of the Seed Pros scoreboard, 7-0 Carroll. Brock Goodrich wide left. Ritter to the right. High backfield behind Zayden Parker from his own 11-yard line. He'll turn and pitch it to McNeil. McNeil's got some blockers. Cuts outside across the 10. Gets to the 15 and bumped out of bounds at the 12-yard line. Or excuse me, 17-yard line.
Yeah.
Nice run.
Nice blocking.
Yeah.
They go outside this time. He picked up 6. Second down and 4 for the Trojans.
Hinman and Goodrich out there as well as, the big truck.
What's the number of this stud linebacker that Carroll's got?
Well, they've got a good group of linebackers, but it's Gavin Holt, the right defensive tackle.
Oh, 65.
At 250 that they've really got to watch. Then he comes up high backfield from the 18-yard line. Parker under center, takes the snap, hands off to McNeil, and he breaks the tackle, gets to the 20, and close to a first down. He lacks about a yard. They're going to mark it down to the 20-yard line. Third down and a yard for the Trojans. Boy, a first down would be huge here in this drive.
Humongous.
Hard count.
Yep.
I said it before Perry could this time.
You beat me to it, but we just can't. We got to know the hard count.
Oh, yeah.
Ball the Trojan 20-yard line on a third down and 1. 4:40 to play, first quarter of the Seed Pros scoreboard. 7-0 Tigers. Parker under center. High backfield. He'll turn and give the big guy McLaren. He bounces through and gets the first down, fighting his way close to the 24-yard line, and it takes the entire team with the safety man to bring him down.
Yep. Yeah, I like that.
I thought he was going to break through it.
I did too. No, he's getting up.
He's up. I thought they had a guy down.
Brown shoot fit first down for Atlantic. And they're going to mark the football at the 23-yard line. The Trojans.
Well, if we go back to last week's keys, and eat the clock. Keep their offense off the field. Keep our defense fresh.
4:06 to play. First quarter of the Seed Pro scoreboard, 7-0 Tigers. Atlantic gets their first down with a McLaren carry. The ball on the Trojan 18-yard line. Ritter wide left. Snap goes back to McNeil. He's going to cut inside a block and hits hard. Gets to 25. Gain of just 2, but he put his head down and bowled forward.
Yeah, he did.
2nd out and 8 for the Trojans to the Trojan 25.
McNeil with the carry. Gain of 2.
That one hurt, Barry.
Yeah.
Somebody felt that.
Yeah, but
bring out 2nd and 8.
Trojans come up on a 2nd out and 8 for their own 25-yard line. 3:25 and counting to play first quarter.
Center screen.
On the Seed Pros scoreboard. Goodrich wide left, one receiver right. Now Goodrich back in motion, left to right. Here's Aiden Parker, takes the snap. Play action, he's going to throw the football. He fires over the middle. It is incomplete. He had Ritter right through his hands. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No, that's too bad.
Yeah, well, okay.
There was somebody in his face coming the opposite direction, you know.
But also, I'm going to say this. It's a little cooler than usual for what they've been playing all year, right? So the ball's just going to be a little bit harder. So, I mean.
Yeah, you're right, Fergie. That good defense. Corbin was in a nice pattern, and defense was right there, no doubt. Well, a big 3rd down play here. 3rd down and 8 for the Trojan 25. Twins left and right. They spread the defense. Here's a snap to Parker out of the gun. Pump fake once. Now he's going to roll out of the pocket across the 25. Gets to 28. And a gain of 3. Not enough for a first down. The Trojans will have to punt the football on a 4th down with 2:55 to go in the first quarter.
Man, Carroll's not afraid to hit either, are they?
No, they are not.
They are physical.
So Killian will step back to punt. He's averaging 40 yards a punt.
Going to bring up 4th and 5 for the Trojans.
Defense got to turn up the heat, boys.
Ball at the 28-yard line of Atlantic. Killian will stand back at his own 16. The good snap. Now he punts it away. A high wobbler. A fair catch is called. Shell drops the ball. I believe Atlantic got it. They did. Albert gets downfield to make the recovery.
I was thinking that.
Wow. You can hear the Atlantic fans clear across the field. And Albert got downfield for the Trojans on special teams. Who said special teams was a key?
I believe that was me.
Yeah, I guess I get one for delicious.
Eric Albert got downfield. The punt was muffed on a fair catch. Atlantic has good field position at the Tiger 35-yard line and a 1st down and 10. 2:27 to go first quarter. The ball near hash mark.
That's just a long pass.
It's exactly right. They get the 1st down. Goodrich wide right. Ritter left. O'Neal in the backfield takes the pitch. He's going to try to get the edge, and he does. He's across the 35, and he's buried at about the 31. A gain of 4 on the play. He was deep in the backfield on that I-back spot.
Yeah. Well, he ran like 10 yards to get 4 forward.
Actually, he just got a pair. He got 3.
He got 3, yeah.
Down to 32. They're going to mark it back at the 32. I thought he might have got to the 31.
Bad spot, 5 yards.
2 minutes to go here in this first quarter of the Seed Pros scoreboard. Atlantic on a 2nd down and 6 with a 32-yard line. Parker will bring him up. I formation behind him. Receivers left and right. 1:51 to go in the first quarter. Parker takes the snap. Play action. He's going to throw it. He's got a man. Here's Killian. Incomplete. He overshot him. Collison on the coverage for Carroll High.
Just a little bit overthrown.
1:43 to go. The clock stopped. 3rd down and 6 for Atlantic. The ball at the 32-yard line. And we'll see what the Trojans can do here. They're in 4-down territory, no question about it. They'll break, huddle down 7-0 of the Seed Pros score, but I backfield behind Parker. He'll set up under center, 2 receivers left. 3rd down and 6 with 22. Long count, turn, pitch, McNeil gets a block, McLaren cuts outside, across the 30, gets to the 29, breaks the tackle, and he's spun out of bounds. Close to a 1st down, he lacks a yard, he's to the 26. A gain of 6 in the play for McNeil, and he got a block from Gavin McLaren.
Oh, yeah. I mean, all year we've watched them play, and we've never gave them guys like nicknames before. Like, we need to do like shake and bake, something like that, just like Ricky Bobby and,
Truck and stop.
4th down and 2. They're going to mark him down at the 27-yard line of Carroll High. Ritter wide right, they'll send receiver left. I backfield, here it is, 4th down and 2. It's McLaren plowing forward. He's close to a first down, guys.
He's on it.
Right up the middle, they powered him. 1:04 to play. Here's a stop the clock to take a look here. 1st and 10 Atlantic at the 25.
Okay, there we go.
A brown shoe fit first down for the Trojans at the 25 of Carroll.
Clearing up the middle, gain of 2.
See if they can turn this turnover into some points here. 54 seconds and counting to go in the first quarter of the Seed Pros scoreboard. Carroll up 7-0. Parker will join the Hut. Atlantic breaks. They'll send Killian wide right. Ritter wide left. I backfield behind the quarterback. Parker under center. Takes the snap. Hands off to McNeil. Now he cuts off a block. He's smothered at the line of scrimmage. He got a yard. 2nd down and 9 to the 24.
That's 77. He's all over, isn't he?
Oh, it's Pudens.
Yeah, he's just all over.
Pudens is a big guy on that left side. He's 6 foot 245 and a junior. Second and 9 for the Trojans at the 25-yard line of Carroll. 16, 15, 14 to go in the first quarter. Looks like Atlantic's going to let the clock run down, and we'll take it with them here. 1 minute timeout coming up. We're back in 60 seconds after 1. Carroll 7, Atlantic nothing. We're back in a minute.
SWITA is your public transit provider in Southwest Iowa. Gas prices got you down? Need a ride to work or the grocery store? There's public transportation for everyone in Southwest Iowa. SWITA offers taxi service in Atlantic, Glenwood, Harlan, Missouri Valley, Red Oak, and Shenandoah. Call 1-800-842-8065 or visit swita.com to schedule your ride.
Looking for the place to party in Atlantic? It's the Super Bowl, your party headquarters for birthdays, family outings, date nights, and more. Feeling competitive? Challenge your crew to a few games and see who's king of the lanes. Don't miss Glow Bowling every Friday and Saturday night. Lights, music, and nonstop fun. Ready to roll? Call Dan at 243-4656 to book your lanes today. The Super Bowl in Atlantic, where good times roll. Your home for Atlantic Trojan football on KS 95.7 and live video at westerniowatoday.com.
Fresh 12 on the board is Atlantic trailing 7-0. They've got a 2nd down and 9 at the 24-yard line of the Carroll Tigers. Trojans got good field position when Eric Albert recovered the muff fumble by the Tigers. So Atlantic has taken away 2, Carroll 1 here as far as turnovers.
Okay, didn't someone say something about turnovers?
Yeah, somebody said, I think Perry Fief might have.
Yeah, it was me.
Oh, you. I'm sorry, Ferg.
It was Perry.
Ball at the 24 of Carroll. Ritter wide left. Killian wide right. I backfield for Zayden Parker under center. He'll take the snap. Hands off to McNeil off the left side. And he's hit hard and smothered again. He did get, he got 3 out of that.
Well, it didn't look like it.
No,
whether he goes inside or outside, he's getting 3 yards.
He runs hard.
Yes, he does.
Ball at the 24-yard line. No, check that. It's about the 23-yard line of Carroll High.
Yep.
3rd down and 7 for the Trojans. Just beginning here in the second quarter. Score brought to you by the Seed Pros. Ritter and Killian wide left. I backfield behind Parker, the quarterback. Under center, the snap, the pitch back to McNeil, and this time nowhere to go, and he is dropped for no gain. In fact, he lost a yard. They'll take him back to the 24, and a 4th down for Atlantic and 9. And the ball at the 24 of Carroll High.
77 for Carroll. He's like a thorn in our side. He's just like everywhere, and he's a DN.
That's Pudens. So Atlantic's going to go here on a 4th down and 9 at the 24 of Carroll High. Peterson will come in for the Tigers. They're going to switch out. They're thinking pass here, guys. So Peterson with extra defensive back for Carroll.
Ball is in.
And we've got a timeout called, I believe.
Do we have enough guys out there?
And Molly was lined up on the left side, as Fergie mentioned. Hey, we'll take a timeout with. We're back in 30 seconds. 7-0 Carroll. Atlantic 4th and 9 for the 24 of the Tigers.
At Seed Pros, our mission is to be your business partner every day of every season.
Pioneer Hybrid International was founded in Iowa back in 1926 and is still American today. Not many other seed providers can make that claim.
We partner with you to continually push the limits by combining elite seed genetics, local infield knowledge, along with customer service second to none.
We are with you from the word go. Contact Mark Van Tiger, Gary Dinkla, Nick Knudsen, or John Becker to partner with a team that puts your business needs first.
On KS 95.7.
Welcome back to Carroll Athletic Field. 4th down and 9 for the Trojans to the 24-yard line. They're going to have to put up in the air here, I believe.
Yeah.
They're trying to get O'Neal around the edge. They've had some success doing that.
Or center screen.
Their center screen is your favorite play, Perry. Here come the Trojans. So huddle up. The ball at the 24 of the Tigers.
Naked bootleg.
10:38 to go here in the first half. Ball is in. He's on the left side. 3 receivers right. They spread it out. Killian, the lone setback. Snap back to Parker. He's got some time. He's going to deliver over the middle and is caught by Killian inside the 5. He dug it off the top of the turf.
That was a shovel.
Yeah.
I mean, really? Holy moly.
Trojans down inside the 5 of the Armor Insurance red zone, and a brown shoe fit first down. What a catch by Killian.
Yeah. I'm glad there ain't replay.
Oh, man. First and goal, Atlantic at the 3-yard line of the Tigers on a 4th down and 9. And Parker delivered the mail to Killian. He took it right off the top of the grass. However fake, it's turf, but he just took it off the top of the turf, and Ritter goes left. Here comes Atlantic. Ball at the 3 of Carroll. Parker will set up under center eye, backfield behind him. Here's the big guy, McLaren, spins off a tackle, and he's downing.
Oh, he was down. He was down.
Looked like the ball might have popped loose, but he got inside the 2 down to the 1-yard line for a gain of 2.
I was going to say, he was down.
2nd down and goal for the Trojans at the Tiger 1-yard line. Man, oh man, you got to go back to Killian. He's got glue in his hands, boys. Oof.
Yeah.
Parker threw it low like he should in that situation. Killian broke loose across the middle. Here comes Atlantic on a 2nd down and goal. They're down by 7. They're knocking the door here. Handoff goes to McLaren, and he's piled up again. Didn't get in.
He got 2 downs yet. 3rd and 4th.
3rd and 1. 3rd and goal to 1 of Carroll High. 9:11 to play, first half, 7-0 Tigers. But Atlantic knocking the door here. So down at the 1-yard line. You like that, did you, Fletcher? Ball far hash. Wide left is Corbin. Ritter, high backfield, trying to punch it in this time here. Oh, McLaren jump. Oh, boy.
Ouch.
Gavin was going to get the ball, I think.
Yeah.
That happens. 5-yard penalty, back to the 6 now, and that makes it a little more difficult. 8:49 to go here in this first half. They'll mark it back across the 5. They'll set it down at about the 5.5-yard line.
The big dog wanted to hunt. He was ready to go.
3rd down and goal. The Trojans, instead of 3rd and 1 now, they've got a 3rd and 5.5.
I'd hand it to him again. He's ticked off.
I think great point, Fergie. Let's see what they do here. High backfield, wide right. Ritter, snap, give, McNeil, right up the right side. He's going to get in. Touchdown, Trojans. Woo! Touchdown, Trojans. They ran McLaren to the left.
Yeah, they keyed on McLaren again, and they didn't even think about Speedy Gonzalez.
McNeil with the touchdown. Atlantic within 1. 7-6 Tigers with 8:33 to go. A 6-yard TD run by McNeil. And now the extra point. 14th touchdown of the year for Ethan McNeil.
Awesome.
I wasn't the only one thinking he was going to be ticked.
He really had a nice alley there on that right side.
I think McLaren opened it for him.
Here's a snap for the tie. Set. Extra point up, and it is good. We're tied at 7-7 the Seed Pros scoreboard. 8:33 to go in the first half. We're back in 30 seconds on KS 95.7 FM.
Have you ever heard the saying, people spend their life building wealth and neglecting their health, only to wish they could trade their wealth for better health at the end? This is Dr. Fritz Beyer, and it has now been over 30 years since my first chiropractic adjustment. I still get asked, do you get adjusted? Absolutely. I try to get adjusted at least once a month. I'm 47 now and still try to stay as active as ever. While I do get a few more aches and pains than when I was younger, it feels great to be able to step on the mat and help kids learning to wrestle. Chiropractic has helped me feel young enough to do it. If staying active is part of your future plans, call 254-BODY to get your body back to the basics.
Back to high school football on KS 95.7.
Welcome back to Atlantic. Let's go to Kevin Ferguson. The Trojans took advantage of a turnover and made it into points.
Hey, you know what? I think Perry, the genius football guy that he is, talked about how critical turnovers were, and Atlantic's +1.
Yeah.
There are 3 turnovers in this game, and they stopped. The defense stood up big, when the Atlantic turned over, and then the offense kicked it in. So here we go, guys. Time for more Trojan magic.
Ellison will kick it away. And the right footer gets into it, a line drive, angles right side. Burke will pick it off the bounce at the 8-yard line. Gets to 15, 20, 25. Good return, cuts outside, spins off a tackle, gets to the 34-yard line.
I hate to say it, but they got pretty good special teams on kickoff.
They do. Yeah. They've got some speed.
Good. Yeah.
He kind of carried that one like a loaf of bread, though, Perry.
Yeah, someone could have punched it.
They're going to mark the football at the 33-yard line. First down and 10 Tigers with 8:26 to go in the second quarter. The Save Pro scoreboard. Camden King will check in.
I think I know Atlantic might want to just put a rover on that quarterback.
We'll see if Roberts is now. There's still that 4-man line, guys.
Yep.
4-man front for Atlantic. Here comes King out of the shotgun. Receivers wide left and right. Here's Malik, cuts back inside, gets across the 40, 45, 50, breaks the tackle, into the 45, down the 41-yard line. A big gain.
Wow.
A pickup of 26 yards from Malik.
I could see by he's third and state. He got jet too.
First time we've seen him break loose tonight, and we talked a lot about him. And he had a nice run for first down at 10 to Carroll. He came in averaging 7.2 yards a carry, 1,131 yards rushing. Ball at the 41, a brown shoe fit first down for the Tigers. Out of the gun, Camden King. He'll take it, hand off to Malik again, cuts back him inside across the 40, down to the 38-yard line. He picked up 3, second down and 7 Tigers.
He's like a little jitterbug.
Yeah.
He jitters.
Yeah, Trojans kind of got caught in the run blitz, Perry.
Yeah.
Jake Wales came flying through and
left it kind of wide open.
Yeah.
Second down and 7, Malik. 15 touchdowns, his longest 80 yards. The ball at the 38 of Atlantic. 7:16 to play, second quarter. The Seed Pro Scoper retied at 7. Twin receivers right. Camden King, the quarterback, out of the gun, takes a snap, hands off to Malik again. He waits for a block and gets it across the 35 down to the 31.
He does. Exactly what you said. He just waits once in a while, and he had the guy come up and just make a great block for him.
Another brown shoe fit first down on the run by Mr. Malik. He'll take it down the 31-yard line of Atlantic with 6:50 to go here in this first half of the Seed Pro scoreboard.
It almost looks like it's all stacked up and they got nowhere to go.
They'll send one receiver right, that's Shable. Burke wide left. Now the gun, Camden King for the Tigers. Here's a snap back to King. Hand off to Malik. He's got an alley across the 30, 25, 22, 20, and he's brought down at the 19-yard line.
I know they're seeing it on TV. He's just jittery. He just jumps back and forth.
Gain of 12 at the 20-yard line. The Auburn Insurance Red Zone. Colin Rudy made the stop for the Trojans. Now it's a first down and 10. A brown shoe fit first down for Camden King and the offense. Hinman comes in. Roberts goes out. 6:13 to play, first half of the Seed Pro scoreboard. First down and 10 of the 20 of Atlantic. King, the quarterback, the snap. Hand off to Malik again. He's got some room across the 15. Spins off a tackle, 10. And another first down. A pickup of just shy of 11 yards. As we dip under 6 to play in the first half, 7-7 tie on the Seed Pro scoreboard. However, the Tigers are moving. The ball at the 10 of Atlantic.
Going to be first and goal.
They're going to call it first and goal with 5:45 to play first half. Burke left. Shable right. King out of the shotgun for the Tigers. Takes the snap. Malik again. This time he falls a block and he's wrapped up by Muller. He gets down inside the 7. Short gain of 3.
You notice, though, he never falls backwards. He's always falling forward. He can get wrapped up and he still falls forward.
They're going to mark at the 8-yard line, a pickup of a couple of yards for Malik that time. He's got to tie his shoe with a play clock at 26. We'll see how quick a shoe tire he is. It must be a Velcro.
They're not Reeboks.
It didn't take long. He got it done. 5 minutes to go here in the first half. Burke left, Shable right. King of the gun. Second and goal from the 8-yard line of Atlantic. Here's a snap back to King. The handoff goes to Malik, and he's wrapped up and dropped.
There he went backwards for once.
Colin Rudy and Brock Goodrich made the stop for Atlantic. Now it's going to bring up a third and goal from the Trojan 8-yard line. 4:39 to go in the second quarter. Good defense by Rudy, the linebacker. And in comes King again. We'll see if they put it up in the air here. Atlantic's been putting up a good wall here. Brock Goodrich, the left defensive end.
Watch that quarterback.
Out of the gun again, Camden King poking in motion. King on a keeper play across the 6 to the 5, and he's brought down inside the 5. They're going to mark the football at about the 3-yard line. And it's going to bring up a 4th down and goal from the 3.
Didn't I say watch that quarterback?
Yep.
I'm telling you, they got 2 lethal weapons back there.
Tie his shoes together, guys.
4:07 to play here in this first half. Atlantic and Carroll high tied at 7-7. Tigers knock on the door here with a 4th and goal from the 3. They're going to try to punch it in. They'll line her up. They'll send one receiver left. That's going to be Burke. King out of the gun. Takes the snap. A keeper. Left side run. He gets in. Touchdown, Carroll. Tigers regain the lead. A 3-yard touchdown run by King.
Told you, that quarterback's something.
And now they'll try to make it a 14-7 game here with 4:03 to play here in this first half of the Seed Pros scoreboard. The PAT coming up. Talon Crandall, the holder. And the kicker is Kiernan Polking.
I just have never figured this out.
Kieran Polking in to attempt the PAT.
13-7 Tigers on top with the PAT pending here with 4:03 to play first half. Here's the snap back, the set, the kick is up, and a line drive, and it is good. Tigers 14, Atlantic 7 back in 30 seconds on KS95.
Heard the saying, people spend their life.
At Oak Point Wealth Management, we're embracing new changes to better serve you. As an independent wealth manager, I'm excited to partner with LPL Financial, bringing you comprehensive tools and resources backed by personalized service and dynamic technology. My focus remains on helping you achieve your financial goals with integrity and care. Visit oakpointwealth.com or call me, Erin Friend, at 712-207-3521 to learn more.
Visit oakpointwealth.com. Call 712-207-3521 to learn more about how Oak Point Wealth Management can help you pursue your financial goals.
95.7 and live video at westerniowatoday.com.
Let's go to Kevin Ferguson and impressive drive of the Tigers there, Kevin.
Well, once again, unfortunately, we have to talk about that. And yes, they can run the football. Doesn't matter if it's the running back or the quarterback and the misdirection in there. They use that big number 65 very well at counters. And
oh, yeah.
And then on that touchdown run, he was in a wingback position. So use what you got.
That's Gavin Holt you're talking about, yes. Fergie, a 250-pound lineman. Polking will kick it away, a high end over end. Killian at the 9, gets to the 10, wants a left side return, 15, 20, 25, and he's hit and dropped across the 25. They're going to mark the football around the 20-70-yard line. Atlantic has it first down and 10, just under 4 minutes to play here in the second quarter of the Seed Pro scoreboard, Perry. So we'll see what they dial up here.
Well, we've got about 4 minutes to go. I mean, it's obvious we can move the ball. It might be in short increments or good passing and catching, but we can move the ball.
They're going to send Ritter wide right. High backfield behind Zayden Parker. 3:56 to play, second quarter. 1st and 10 to 28. Here's a snap, the handoff to O'Neal, and he gets across the 30 up to about the 32-yard line. A gain of 4, second down and 6. He just made nothing into something there.
He did.
Kind of seems like maybe they found something on that left side, guys.
Yep. I think they're trying to run away from 77, so wherever it looks like he just jumps all over.
They've got a really stout defensive line with Pudens. You're talking about 77 and
65.
Caden Lunders is in there on that right side. Xander Killian wide left, Ritter wide right. Here's a snap to Parker, pitch back to O'Neal, follows McLaren, cuts across the 35, gets to the 40, and a first down for Atlantic. They're going to mark at the 39. A gain on the play of 7.
Uh-oh.
And there is a injured Trojan player. They're going to mark the ball to the 39-yard line of the Trojans.
I think it's our running back.
I think it's McNeil.
I think it's McNeil. They just keep landing on him.
It's a ball back at the 39. It's going to be Brown shooting first down for Atlantic. We've got an injured Trojan player. We'll take a 30-second timeout while they tend to the Atlantic player. We're back right after this.
Attention RV and sprayer owners. Atlantic and Audubon Ag and Auto is your local CarQuest retail store. Here's some valuable advice you'll thank me for later. Don't wait. Get your RV antifreeze now from Atlantic and Audubon Ag and Auto before fall prep and harvest take over your schedule. Available in single gallons, cases, bulk 55-gallon barrels. Winterized while the weather's still good, you'll be glad you did. Trust me, you'll say, that Amy Jo thinks so fast she's like a twin-turbocharged Z06 Corvette. Atlantic and Audubon Ag and Auto, your winterization destination.
95.7.
Welcome back to Carroll Athletic Field, and Ethan McNeil walks off the field on his own power. So hopefully we'll see him back, but Atlantic did get a first down, that hard run by the junior running back. The ball at the 39-yard line of Atlantic and a 1st and 10, 3:13 to go, second quarter. A 14-7 lead for the Tigers, the Seed Pros scoreboard. Atlantic will huddle up here and see what Coach Brummer dials up here on a 1st down and 10. High backfield, Killian now the tailback. He'll get the call, and he cuts inside and gets nowhere. Back to line of scrimmage, and a lot of black jerseys piling up.
Yeah.
2nd and 10 Trojans.
Those guys swarm. That Carroll defense, they swarm pretty well. I thought our defense does too, but they swarm just as good.
So ball back at the Trojan 39-yard line, 2nd down and 10, 2:44 to play, first half of the Seed Pros scoreboard. Ritter wide right, and Brock Goodrich goes wide left. High backfield behind Parker McLaren, the fullback. Play action. Parker wants to throw. He'll fire one down the far side, and a little miscommunication there.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Overthrown Goodrich. Looks like he might have got tied up on his route. 3rd down and 10, Atlantic back at their own 39 with 2:29 to go in the second quarter. Tigers up 14-7 on the Seed Pros scoreboard, and they bring in that nickel back Peterson. Parker will join the huddle. 3rd and 10, the Atlantic 39-yard line. McLaren is slot left. 2 receivers right. Parker, the quarterback, takes the snap, looks to throw. Here comes the rush. He's going to fire over the middle, incomplete. Underthrew Xander Killian. And
he was open.
He was open for a moment, 4th and 10. So Killian will punt the football for the second time here in this first half. And they'll drop a new one back. I believe it's going to be
28.
Yeah, that's Peterson. He's going to drop back inside the 30. So Killian will punt it away. Averaging 40 yards a punt is Killian. Here's a snap, and the punt's a high end over end. And fair catch caught. We've got interference.
I think he got blocked.
He might have got blocked into him, and got a flag thrown. The ball was dropped and then picked back up by Polking. That's Quentin Polking. There's able to pounce on it for the Tigers, but I believe we're going to have
running
fair catch interference. He called that late, though. Nonetheless, you got to give him a chance to catch the ball. And with 2:15 to go That's an ouchie against the Trojans. Really very well played first half. In fact, is that the first penalty? Nope, we had one illegal procedure.
Yeah.
So 2 penalties against Atlantic, none against Carroll. And a big penalty on the fair catch interference. They'll take it across the 40. They're going to mark it down at about the 44-yard line of Carroll High. They've got good field position, up 14-7 here with 2:15 to go second quarter. And Camden King will join the huddle. 14-7 Tigers, ball near hash mark. Carroll moving right to left. King the quarterback. Now the shotgun, double tight end set. Burke wide left. Here's a snap and the handoff to tailback Malik, and he gets a few across the 45 to about the 48-yard line. Pick up a 4, 2nd and 6. I'm surprised they're not.
Helmet came off. He got to leave the field. 71.
Muller.
Yeah, I should have known these names by now.
2nd down and 6. Or 2nd and 7, excuse me. The ball back at the 47-yard line of Carroll. 2:07 to play. His McLaren will come in for Muller. And King will join the huddle for the Tigers. Ball near hash mark. Offset eye to the left of Camden King out of the gun. He'll take the snap. Hand off to Malik. Try to get the right edge. Now cuts back inside. He's wrapped up by Brock Goodrich. He gets across the 50 to the 49 for a gain of 4 yards of the play. And Brock Goodrich made the solo stop for Atlantic. Now timeout called by Coach Rowetter. We'll take it with them. 14-7 Carroll with the lead. 1:39 to play second quarter. We're back on the KS 95.7 FM.
Every client's needs are unique. At Armor Insurance, we're dedicated to getting you the best coverage at the best price. How do we do it? By working with multiple trusted insurance carriers. Why? Because one size doesn't fit all. Neither does one carrier. As your agent, we will work to find the right coverage that fits your home, auto, farm, crop, business, life, or health insurance needs. We don't just offer options, we inform you about them, ensuring you understand your choices from coverage through claims. So here at Armor Insurance, we're here to protect you. Armor Insurance with locations in Atlantic, Griswold, and Council Bluffs. Atlantic, Griswold, and Council Bluffs, give us a call at 712-243-1951.
Back to high school football on KS 95.7.
Welcome back to Carroll Athletic Field. 3rd down and 3 for the Tigers at the 49-yard line of Atlantic. Trojans on defense, trying to hold Carroll here in this first half. This is a key drive for both these teams. Camden King, the quarterback, works out of the gun 100% of the time here in the first half. Offset eye to his left. He'll take it. Keeper all the way, trying to get the edge, and he crossed the 50 and run out of bounds. I don't think he made it. No, he's only got a yard. Down.
Good job by Rudy cutting through that.
Rudy's had a good first half,
yes,
guys.
He has.
48-yard lines where they spot it. No gain. It's going to be 4th down and 2. With 1:34 to go here in this first half of the Seed Pros School Board. They'll send in the lineup running at that running back spot.
Watch the hard count.
Is going to be Rowetter. Twin backs, 4th down and short. Here's the quarterback. King, he didn't get it. He's well short.
No way he got it.
He did a quarterback sneak. He might have got a yard, and that's it.
He got stuffed like a turkey.
Guess who? Guess who submarine threw that?
42.
Yep, Gavin McLaren.
McLaren with a key tackle there. Atlantic turns the Tigers away on a 4th down. They'll have it 1st down and 10. The ball thrown 48-yard line. So will they go for broke here? What are they going to do? Killian still... He's in the backfield. No Ethan McNeil.
No, McNeil's in there. I saw 9 come in.
1:30 to go. Hip, you're right, Perry. Eagle eye.
Yeah.
So good to see Ethan back in there, tailback. 1st and 10, Atlantic thrown 48. Here's McNeil with the pitch. He's trying to get the edge. Now he's bottled up again. He's gang tackled. Boy, they've got his number. He loses about 2 back to 46. 2nd down and 12 for the Trojans. 1:19 to go in the second quarter.
Can he pass?
I was hoping he was gonna.
Ball back at the Trojan 46-yard line. We're nearing that 1-minute mark to go here in this first half of the Seed Pros scoreboard. Ball the far hash mark. Here comes Atlantic. They're going to run out of the eye. 1 minute to go now in the first half.
Dermot McLaren, oh, he's over there.
2nd and 12, the 46, snap back to Parker. He'll fire. Caught by McLaren at the 50-yard line. He picked up 4. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 8 for the Trojans at midfield. 44 seconds to go here in the first half, and timeout is called
by
Atlantic. Ball at midfield. 3rd and 8. We'll take it with them back in 30 seconds on KS 95.7.
Get ready for fall flavor. It's the Harvest Happy Hour at Olson's BP, featuring delicious Godfather's Pizza. All October long, you can load up on your favorites. Swing by Olson's BP between 6 and 8 p.m. any day of the month and take $5 off any unlimited large specialty pizza. That's a hot deal on a large specialty pie every single evening this October. Stop in for your fuel, your hot Champs chicken, and of course, that unbeatable Godfather's Pizza. Don't miss the Harvest Happy Hour at Olson's BP, the keep-you-going store.
Football on KS 95.7.
46 seconds to play, first half. 3rd and 8 for Atlantic at the 50-yard line, down 14-7 on the Save Pro scoreboard. We'll see what the Trojans want to do here. Might want to get a first down on the run and maybe then launch it. We'll see. Boy,
well,
Trojans will come on out. McNeil back out there at tailback. Good to see that. Man, oh man.
I think he maybe got the wind knocked out of him. I'm hoping that had to be it.
Ball at midfield near Hash. Molly is in there now. He'll go wide left. McNeil slot left. McLaren the lone setback to left of Zayden Parker out of the gun. They'll send McNeil back in motion left to right. Snap to Parker. He'll set up. He's going to throw it. Here comes the rush. Screen pass incomplete. It's 4th down and 8 for Atlantic at the 43 of Carroll High, or the 50-yard line, I should say.
Read that like a Dick and Jane book, didn't they?
Yeah. I don't think they hit it well enough.
Atlantic will have to punt.
I don't know where that came from, Tom.
It goes back a ways.
First grade.
Peterson
Mrs. Casey
is deep inside the 20. Killian to punt it again, his 3rd punt of the game. Here's the snap, the punt. Nice one, a wobbler, but Peterson is going to let it drop. Takes a Carroll bounce.
There you go, don't let him bounce anymore.
And that's taking about 7 seconds off the clock. Good hang time for Xander Killian. They're going to mark the football at the 16-yard line of the Tigers with 36 seconds to play. 14-7 Carroll. Carroll scored first on a 1-yard run by Gavin Holt, the offensive lineman playing fullback. Atlantic answered with McNeil on a 6-yard run after a recovered a muff fumble. And King is going to take a knee, and that's going to be here at half. One ad to get in here, and we're back right after this. 14-7 Tigers at the halftime break. We're back right after this 30-second timeout.
Hello, I'm Elvis Haas. State Farm is there.
WesternIowaToday.com.
Halftime brought to you by Aiken Building Center. When you want it done right, see the folks who do it best. Aiken Building Center. Well, the Trojans down 14-7 here at the halftime break. Tigers scored first, and Gavin Holt's 1-yard run. Extra point was good to make it 7-0. And then Ethan McNeil scoring from 6 yards out to tie the game at 7 with 8:33 to go in the first half. But Camden King able to respond on a 3-yard run, and the extra point good by Polking to make it 14-7. That's our score here at the halftime break. We'll be back to talk to Atlantic Athletic Director Mr. Eddie Mitchell coming up right after these on KS 95.7 FM.
From start to finish, let Aiken Design Center help you with your kitchen or bathroom ideas. For new designs or remodels, Aiken Design Center will work with you or your contractor to make your dream a reality. If you're not sure what you want, stop into our showroom so our custom designers can help you find what will suit your needs as well as your budget. The Aiken Design Center staff is committed to quality design while meeting your needs. Stop into Aiken today to find out how we can help.
It's football season, and at Brown Shoe Fit in Atlantic, we're all about first downs and being your first choice in quality footwear. Whether you're hitting the pavement in Brooks, dominating your workday in Hoka on Clouds, or grinding it out in Brunt work boots, we've got your feet covered. And when it's time to relax, slide into cozy comfort with Uggs, plus more of the top brands you trust. Touchdown-worthy shoes, hometown service. That's Brown Shoe Fit in beautiful downtown Atlantic.
At Greg Young, we don't just sell vehicles, we help you find the perfect one. Our extensive dealership network allows for amazing pricing and better vehicle selection. Plus, get a 5-year complimentary maintenance package with a new or used vehicle purchase, oil changes, tire rotations, and peace of mind on us. That's how Greg Young celebrates 25 years. Visit GregYoungAtlantic.com today.
Greg Young, we go the extra mile for you.
Limits apply. See dealer for details.
Good to the halftime show brought to you by Aiken Building Center, where the pros shop, and when it's done right, check with the pros. That's Aiken Building Center. Atlantic Athletic Director Mr. Andy Mitchell joining us from across the way, and we can hear the Trojan contingent cheering over there.
Yeah, Tom, it's a great crowd. We've got most of the stands on the visiting side filled up. Quite a large student section too, probably about 50 to 70 high school students out there, and they've been pretty loud and need them to get a little louder, though, the second half.
Well, an interesting night. Kemper with the win over Grandview Christian, the 2A first-round game, 35-0, and then we get this started just after 8 o'clock, and make it work. Huh?
I'm going to have a little talk with the Kemper AD here tomorrow or Monday, and say, Mike, I'm a little disappointed in your team. You could have started that running clock a little sooner, and maybe we would have taken the field before 8 p.m. tonight. But, at the same time, it's Hawkeye 10 school. Happy for Kemper to get a chance to host a game and, and move on. It looks good in the Hawkeye 10 when our teams are moving on in the playoffs.
Absolutely. Well, your thoughts on the first half?
This is a game that we are in. This is not a blowout one way or the other. I think these teams are two very, very evenly matched. We were scouting report was their offensive line and their defensive line was really big and good, and I think our kids are realizing that they are just as big and just as good. If we play like we're capable of this half. And our kids know what it takes to come from behind too. So and we're definitely a second half team, and being only one score down, we get the ball in the second half. I'm pretty confident. They did put a twist in. I think that was the first carries of the year for 65, if I'm not mistaken.
Is that right?
Yeah, because I went and looked on that. I'm like, I asked somebody on the sideline if that was a twist of putting that left guard. He's a good guard. If putting him in the backfield is a twist or something they've done. I went on to Bound, during the first quarter to look at his stats, and he's got no carries on the year. So now he's got one carry and a touchdown, but he's been lead blocking most of the time. So that's something we probably weren't expecting, but we have to take care of business at halftime. They'll make the adjustments and be all right.
Well, let's talk about some of the activities going on, and let's first hit cross country with 2 going to the state meet, huh?
Yeah, we had the cross country meet this past Saturday, hosted by Gilbert, but they used the Iowa State University cross country course in Ames, which is a beautiful place to run and to watch cross country. And getting Mason and Katrina both qualifying for the state meet, just outstanding to watch their work. Katrina, ran in the first race, and she caught the girl from Iowa Falls Alden within the last 50 yards, and it took the last spot to get to state. Otherwise, you could see that girl just, her legs were stopped working. And she just couldn't stride out. And Katrina strided out, was able to pass her and beat her by about 10 yards.
And personal best time of 19:52 for her. And then Mason Betts runs a personal best 16:19, gets 11th. Huh?
Yeah, and we just said, that's one thing Coach had talked to Mason, just run your race. Katrina was more, you can't go out too fast, and don't have to rely on a kick at the end. She did have to rely on a kick at the end, but he knew that she had to stay about that 15th, 16th place the entire race, and she did that. And then Mason, it was Mason, don't worry about the top runners. You go out and run your race, and you'll be fine. And he did. Now, 16:19, phenomenal time.
That's a
phenomenal
really
time. And he was nowhere close to the leader.
No.
The leader from Des Moines Christian ran a 14:45.
Yeah, it's 10 passes.
Yeah, 10 passes.
Yeah.
Well, the second place kid ran a 14:50.
Yeah.
The kid from Gilbert is like unbelievable. But still, Mason ran great. Was able to get out of there, and if he runs that same pace, he'll be all right at state.
Well, you're right, and he mentioned after the race that he went out fast. The race went fast, and then he did, like you said, he ran his race. Then he kind of backed off and settled in, and got his 11th place finish, top 15, or if there's some other rule with the teams.
Yeah, there's some rules with the teams, and because the top three teams advance, and then the next so many individual qualifiers, and we were lucky enough that Mason was able to get in. So excited for the opportunity they have. That'll be next Friday. Up at Fort Dodge at the golf course, municipal golf course, I think, or whatever the course is, just north of Fort Dodge.
North of the town. Well, volleyball, they defeat Shenandoah 3-1, and then fell short to a really good Red Oak team last night.
We played, except for the one set, the second set against Shenandoah, I thought we played as well as we've had all year. Our reaction times were phenomenal. We were anticipating where the ball was going. It was fun to watch that. Last night down in Red Oak, though, there's a reason Red Oak's number 4th ranked team in the state. It wasn't that we played bad. Red Oak's that good. And they played lights out, and hats off to our girls. Thank you to all of our seniors. Sad to see them go from volleyball. Thank the Lord we still have 3 more sports seasons.
Oh, yes.
Because our senior girls mean a lot to us right now, and so excited to see them coming. But sad to see volleyball come to an end, but they came to an end against a legitimately ranked 4th team.
Yes, Trojans with 18 wins of the year, 2 improved from a year ago. Swimming, talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, so we still have one more home swim meet.
Yeah.
Right now it's against Lewis Central on the next Tuesday, on the 28th. We're still trying to get a 3rd team to come to it. Right now, nobody has said that they would. But because they don't start their postseason until November 8th, and they'll swim up at Summit Middle School, Johnston, Iowa. Again, I know some of our girls were hoping for Waukee to go to the new natatorium, but again, excited for the opportunity, and we'll just have to see what happens.
You bet. And the fall musical's
coming up here in a couple of Fletcher Toft is in it, and they're going to put on Mean Girls.
Yes.
And it's one that I'm actually pretty familiar with musicals. This is one I've never seen. I don't really know the story. I know it's loosely based off the movie from 20 years ago or so, whatever it is. So I've purposely, even though I've got somebody living in my house that's in it and constantly singing the songs.
Yes.
Yeah, my daughter Grace is one of the leads. But I've ignored and stayed away because since I don't know anything about it, I want to come in with a fresh, open mind to see. It's not so much the show; it's the talent that we have on stage. That's the exciting thing. We've got talented kids in the classroom, on the fields of play, but also on the stage. In our fine arts program, we've got some super talented kids in Atlantic. So I can't wait to see the musical.
Year after year in the Atlantic High School Marching Band. What a job they've done this year at halftime. And they, of course, are award winners at the Clarinda Jamboree.
Tomorrow's a big day for both the band and the choir. We host the IHSMA All-State auditions. So tomorrow's their chance to become All-State members. I know we've got one trying to become a 4-time All-Stater, which is very difficult to do. I can brag a little bit on that one as well for my household.
That's fantastic. Did you get that talent from you then? Or
heck no. Not a bit. I couldn't play a note. I couldn't even read the music. So I don't know where that comes from. But, I know Zephyr Mitchell is also trying to go back to All-State for the choir, which he did last year as a sophomore. And we'll see. Maybe we'll get a couple other ones. But we'll have schools from Waukee all the way to AL and Sydney all come to this tomorrow. It's 800 kids or more in our building, and it's a long day, but it's exciting. grateful for the opportunity for them.
Let's talk about next Friday night in the scenarios here, of course. We know what happens if Atlantic will win the game. If it goes the other way, what's the situation?
So the way it is in the state of Iowa, 16 teams from the Class 3A make the playoffs. We know we are one of those 16 because we are guaranteed the first and second place from each district automatically make it. We know we are guaranteed at least second in the district. The winner of this game tonight's first, the loser is second. Of the 16 teams, 8 of them has to host first round. There are only 6 districts, so your number 1 seeds are going to get to host, and then 2 of the number 2 seeds, your 2 best records essentially for the number 2 seeds. If we win tonight, we'll be a number 1 in our district. We will host next week. I've got some guesses or who, but I don't want to guess on air and look like a fool how wrong I am, because it's so hard to predict because we don't know who those wild card teams are going to be yet. If we lose tonight, we'll be the number 2 seed out of our district. We will not be one of those 2 that get to host. You've got West Delaware playing Clear Lake tonight. Both of them are 8-0.
Right.
One of those 2 is going to be a number 2 seed, second place in their district at 8-1. They're going to get to host. I think Sioux Center is also going to get to host. I believe they're going to be 8-1 after tonight, if I'm not mistaken. So I think those are the 2 number 2 in districts that will get to host. Everybody else, all the other number 2s and the wild cards have to be on the road. So whoever loses this game is going to end up on the road. I have a feeling they're going to be traveling somewhere northwest of here.
I have a hunch too.
That's my guess. But we will see either way. It's the playoffs. Yeah, and then you throw the records out the window and you just see what happens. So real excited for the opportunity. Obviously, I want to host. I want our kids to get another chance to play in the Trojan Bowl. I want a chance for many people in the town and the surrounding area to come watch these kids play. Trojan Bowl, it was rocking last week against Harlan. What a great atmosphere! I went up to Anthony Donahue, the Harlan AD, afterwards. I said, I know it's not fun to be on the losing end. I said, but Anthony, this is an atmosphere that high school football is all about.
Right.
And and he agreed with me on that that's what it's about. No matter what side you come on, you want to be in those atmospheres. And this has a little bit of that feel.
Yes,
just a little colder.
Yeah.
And that's probably holding back a little bit of it. But
you don't mind that though, do you? You like the cold.
I'm usually in shorts, Tom, but last year I learned my lesson finally after 50-some years that probably not wise to wear shorts when it's 40 degrees out anymore. So I'm in jeans tonight, but I don't have a coat on. I got a couple sweatshirts. I'm good to go. No gloves. I don't have a stocking hat. Don't have my hood pulled up. Not wearing the black gloves over top of my hands or anything like that. I don't have any feet warmer in like some people around here probably do, but that's all right.
You got batteries for that too, by the way.
I can imagine. I can imagine. Hey, I do want to say one thing, though, Tom, before I go. I thought I had a big head. I meant physically a big head. When it comes to fitted hats, I wear a size 8 to 8 1/4. I put on Kevin Ferguson's headset just now, and I thought it was going to fall off me. The earmuffs were down around my neck, not around my ears, around my... How big a head does Fergie have?
We're going to ask you.
We're going to have to ask him that, because I'm like, geez Louise. Like I said, so Kevin Ferguson might have a bigger head than I do, and that's hard to do, so...
We'll have to find out. There he is, right?
Oh, there he is. Oh, by the way, it was Daryl's place tonight.
And
Daryl's place lived up to its wonderful bookings as it always does. It was a great little stop.
On the road, Mr. Mitchell always goes to an eating place, and it was Daryl's place.
Yeah, we always try to go to some place we've never been, and this was the first, and we've done this for 3 or 4 years. This is the first repeat restaurant we've done was Daryl's place. So it was fantastic. So thank you to the people there. But right now, Tom, it's just a great time to be part of Atlantic School District and all the good things that are going on. And that's a tribute to our kids. We've got phenomenal kids that are super talented. Like I said, not only on the football field and the volleyball court and the music, but in the classroom as well. We really do have good kids, and they really try hard, and just great to be part of that.
Very good. Thank you so much for stopping by and coming across the field.
We'll see you next week.
You got
somewhere.
It. Somewhere. All right. We'll be there. Thank you so much, Mr. Andy Mitchell, joining us here at halftime, and the Trojans and the Carroll Tigers will Get ready to start the second half. Atlantic will have the football. Carroll will kick off. Tigers lead 14-7 the Seed Pro scoreboard. We're back right after these for the second half.
Stein delivers more new genetics faster. Our focus on delivering higher yielding genetics faster than the competition is why we have released more new Enlist E3 lines in the past 5 years than any other seed company. For elite genetics paired with simple, flexible, and effective weed control, plant Stein Enlist E3 soybeans. Stein has yield. 45 years of yield. Learn more at steinseed.com.
Looking for a reputable carpenter you can trust? Call Matt Benning with Benning Carpentry. Matt and his crew, based out of Atlantic, bring you top quality craftsmanship backed by over 30 years of experience. From remodels to custom builds, they do it all with precision and professionalism. Call 515-490-6966 today. That's 515-490-6966. Benning Carpentry, where experience meets excellence.
At 2nd Street Auto, it's our mission to get you back on the road fast. And it all starts with free local towing. Want your back at the shop? We talk you through your car repair with a free and fair estimate. We do everything in-house so you know who's working on your car. Our Hercules tires come with free road hazard repair, free rotation for the life of the tires, and a free alignment check. And nobody can beat our transmission rebuild and repair experts. Brakes, tune-ups, oil changes, preventative maintenance, and service work make 2nd Street your first stop.
Home for Atlantic Trojan football on KS 95.7 and live video at
Welcome back to Carroll Athletic Field. We go to the second half. Harry Fief and Kevin Ferguson back with us here. And boy, talk about the key second half, Perry, after seeing that first half of play.
Well, we're hanging in there with them. Yeah, Carroll's got some explosive plays, and they're kind of stopping our run pretty good, but it's only a one-score game. Yeah. And we're getting the ball first on this kickoff, and I guarantee you they do it every game. They went in there, and I think they might have made some adjustments on defense, but again, you know, if that quarterback and that running back, that's all they got right now. Yeah. So we want to wait and see what else happens.
All right, here we go. With fresh 12 on the board as we start the second half. Atlantic will receive, and Polkey will kick it away. O'Neal and Killian deep. There's a high end over end to Killian. It's going to angle out of bounds. Did he touch it before? Nope. It's going to go out of bounds. So the Trojans will have the ball, at the 35-yard line. If they
pretty disappointed in Fletcher. He didn't have that camera at halftime on Perry because they were playing that boy band stuff. Tom, I didn't know he had them dance moves.
That's because I'm so stiff from being up here.
I didn't know where you guys went.
Especially when it went to that NSYNC bye.
Well, I did say hello to that one chick. It was like, well, hello.
The ball at the Trojan 35-yard line, first down and 10. As we start the third quarter of play. Killian wide left. They'll send Ritter wide right, eye backfield behind it. Parker in motion. Killian right to left. Here's a snap. Handoff to McLaren, and he plows forward across the 39, the 40, 44-yard line.
Wow.
What a run by McLaren.
That's about 10 yards.
My goodness. He was running like he's in a field of high weeds, wasn't he? Trying to get over the cattails in the swamp.
It looked like a dog hunt through cattails is right.
A pickup of 9. The Trojans come out firing here in the second half. 14-7, Tigers on top. McLaren, a pickup of 9 yards on the play. Second down and 1 for Atlantic at their own 44. They'll send receivers left and right for the Trojans. Hand out McLaren again. He gets the first down across the 45. Up to about the 40-70-yard line. He picked up 3 more. 2 carries, 13 yards. McLaren out of the gate here in the second half.
I think right now they're playing a little physical. Good for him. I mean, they all are.
Getting a little hangry in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, just some quick hitters off the left side. We'll see if they keep hitting that left side with McLaren. Maybe at halftime he said, hey, give me the ball.
That's it. It's over.
Here they come. First and 10, Atlantic. A Brown shoe fit first down to 40-70-yard line of Carroll High. The head off to McNeil. Gets the block, gets outside.
McLaren.
Across the 50, 45, 40, 35-yard line. And the Trojans have another first down. They come out with a vengeance. They're going to mark it to 37.
Did you see that block McLaren put on that dude? And he needs some syrup on that pancake.
10-yard gain for McNeil. And he is helped out by McLaren. And a first down and 10. Trojans, they're moving quickly. The drive start to 35. And they've almost gone 30 yards here. They've gone 28 in 3 plays. A Browns shoot fit first down to 37. Here's Parker. Here's McNeil, the handoff. And he's tripped up at the line of scrimmage. Ooh, what a stop.
That was a hit.
Yep, but
no gain, 2nd and 10.
Inside no gain. Tackle by number 6, Quentin Polkey.
Quentin Polkey made the stop and just speared in there and tripped up McNeil. 2nd and 10, ball at the 37 of the Tigers. 10 minutes to play, third quarter of the Seed Pros scoreboard 14-7. Carroll with the lead. Here come the Trojans. They'll send Ritter wide right. Xander Killian wide to the left. High backfield behind Xander. Parker, here's the handoff. Nope, play action. He's going to throw it. Fires it, caught at the 35-yard line by Gavin McLaren, makes the catch.
Yeah. Well, it was a beautiful play for a yard.
That's what he got.
Yeah, 1 yard.
3rd and 9 for Atlantic. The ball at the 36 of the Tigers. They hit McLaren out of the backfield. The ball near hash mark. 9:23 to go, third quarter. Tigers up 14-7 the Seed Pros scoreboard. Here comes Parker to check in the huddle. 14 on the play clock. They've got to hustle up here. We're at 12 on the play clock. 9:11 on the game clock. Trojans come up with 7 on the play clock. Parker out of the shotgun. Visiting with his tailback now with 3 seconds on the play clock. They get it away. Here's Parker rolling right. He wants to throw the football. He'll fire it, and it is caught on the far sideline.
By McLaren.
By McLaren.
Oh, they're going to say he's a toenail short.
That's about right. Boy, Atlantic comes
come on,
firing.
It's a hangnail.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
The ball at the 28 of the Tigers. They go to McLaren again. How many times he touched the ball in this drive,
enough. He needs to keep doing it. I think he's getting the team pumped up.
4th down and 1 for Atlantic. 4th and 1 at the 28-yard line of Carroll. Tigers up by a touchdown. Atlantic driving in their opening drive of the second half. It started at the 35-yard line. Here's Parker under center. He'll turn. He'll pitch it back to Xander. Killian cuts inside. Has the close to a first down. I don't know. Let's see if they gave him his forward progress.
No, they're going to say he didn't get it.
They're going to mark the 28. And I don't believe. Nope, he didn't get it. 4th down and 1. Nope, and they didn't get it.
Didn't get it.
So the Trojans turnover and downs, but a nice drive by Atlantic to start the third quarter. That was a big stop right there.
Yeah, I thought, well, they thought probably, they weren't thinking outside.
So ball back at the Tiger 28. They'll take over. Camden King, the quarterback, will check in with 8:13 to play here in this third quarter. Tigers up 14-7, the Seed Pros scoreboard. Collison is in now. Matt Collison, he'll go wide left. Shable in the slot. Now the gun, King. Takes it. Malik with the handoff across the 30. And he gets to about the 34. Picked up 6 in the play. Good gain. 2nd and 4 for the Tigers.
Malik over the right side. Gain of 6.
It looks like, I don't know how to say it. It's like that one guard kind of leaves before the ball's hiked, but maybe I'm just seeing things.
Picked up 4 is all. I said 6, but he just got 4. So 2nd down and 6 for the Tigers. The ball thrown 33-yard line. They'll come up with 2 receivers right. That's Collison and Shable. Malik in the backfield to the right side of Camden King, the QB. He'll take it, and then Malik gets the call. He gets across the 34, and he's brought down by Goodrich at the 35.
Nice defense by Goodrich.
3rd down and 3 for the Tigers. 7:23 to go. They're going to. They gave a good spot at the 36.
Yeah, they did.
Check that 3rd and 2.
We'd like to have one of those on 4th down.
King will come up here on a 3rd down and a pair for the Tigers at their own 36-yard line with 7:08 to play here in this third quarter. 14-7 Tigers. King out of the shotgun for the Carroll Tigers.
Yeah,
a keeper left side run. He gets across the 40, 45, and he's brought down close to midfield.
Look at that. 77 and the official.
Yeah, we got official run over. Oh, boy. Official got run over there at the 49, but he got back up.
Well, look at that weapon on 77. He's got his hand. That looks like a club.
And I think he took his flag while he was down, too.
Yeah.
Ball at the 48 of Carroll, a first down, and Tanner Brown shoe fit first down. Yeah, the official got in the road of traffic. It was a collision there.
It didn't even come to this side.
He got up, and he's good to go.
Hazard pay.
Tigers are moving the ball. The ball thrown 48-yard line with 6:24 to go third quarter. This is moving fast. 14-7 Carroll. Collison wide right, poking the wing back left. Here's the snap, and Malik is tripped up in the backfield. He's able to hop forward for a yard to the 49. Second down and 9 for Carroll High. Donovan got in there, Fergie?
Yeah. We haven't seen him on defense yet, and he came in for the first time, makes a tackle. Gotta like it.
Yep.
Well, he didn't. He's played both ways all year, but had a little injury last week, and he's kind of been going one way. But they said, hey, he said, I'm going to play defense. He's going to be that right D tackle. Ball at the 49 of Carroll. Second and 9 for the Tigers. 5:43 to go here in this third quarter. Keeper by Camden King on the right side. He's met by Mullion, brought down.
Yeah, baby.
Mullion played that well from the corner. Third and 9 for Carroll, thrown 49.
They're playing a little different defense, it looks like.
Well, let's check it out. Mullion came in, and they're going to give him a yard to the 50. Third and 8. Ball midfield. 5:16 to play, third quarter of the Seed Pro scoreboard. King will join the huddle. We'll see if they dial up here at a third down and 8 from the 50. Two receivers right, Schabel and Collison. Polking the wing left, one man in the backfield, Malik. Here's the quarterback. King, reverse.
Nope.
Kearney gets to the 50, no gain.
No
Fourth
gain.
down. Great job of the Trojans. Jake Wales was there.
Yeah.
And now it's going to be a fourth down, and we'll see Carroll may punt for the first time tonight. Maybe. Still haven't seen, and then they're switching. Yep, they're going to punt the football. Fourth down and 9 from midfield, 4.5 to play here in this third quarter. The Trojans defense gets to stop. So Stitz will step back to punt. Stitz, a senior, 6'1", 190, averaging 42 yards a punt this season.
Blog it.
And his first punt tonight. The snap from mid. Oh, they're going to fake it. Here's Malik, left side run across the 45-40, 35-30, inside the 30, down the 25, 24-yard line. A pickup of 26 on the fake punt.
I had a feeling that was coming.
I know it. They've worked on that all week, I can tell you. They're going to mark the 25 of Atlantic. A gain of 25 by Malik. He was the short guy on the punt, and he had an alley, and he ran right through it. And the Tigers have a first down at 10. A Brown shoot at first down at the 30 of Atlantic. 3:47 to play, third quarter, 14-7. Now a timeout
chains.
called.
Something screwed up with the chains.
Yeah, they had to untangle it. Got wrapped up over the far sideline.
Probably by that official that's standing over it.
So I got it fixed.
Needed to make it shorter. Yeah.
Ball to 25 of the Trojans. First down at 10, Carroll High. Here's King to throw. The lefty fires into the end zone. He's got a man caught inside the 5-yard line. Collison made the catch, Matt Collison. Then the Tigers having a first and goal at the Trojan 5 in that Armor Insurance red zone. Another Brown shoe fit first down off that fake punt. Boy, give him credit.
Yeah, the defense did a good job.
Yeah.
That fake punt just kind of put a little.
The Tigers come up in the Armor Insurance red zone on a first and goal from the 5-yard line at 14-7. King, the QB, takes the snap, hands off to Malik on the right side. He runs into traffic, but gets a few down the 3-yard line. Second and goal from the 3 with 3 minutes left, third quarter. Armor Insurance red zone to make sure your protection never breaks down. Call Armor Insurance at 712-243-1951. 2:50 to go here in this third quarter. The Tigers are knocking the door here. The Trojan 3, second down and goal. Boy, the Trojan defense had a big stop.
They did.
They did.
Let the winds out of your sail type deal.
Then it was surprise. Malik with the carry. Tigers come up from the 3. Here's King under center. Reverse across, McMulloch scores easily. Touchdown Tigers, a 3-yard run by Mollick. His 16th touchdown of the year. He's one of the Class 3A leaders in scores. And the extra point pending as the Tigers go up 20-7 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. As Adam Mollick with the run of 3 yards and virtually untouched into the end zone. So the extra point coming up. And they have a funny setup, and then now you see Collison.
There was someone.
Collison's a late comer, but he's going to get in there. And Polkin will kick the extra point. This is Kiernan. The snap, the set, the kick is up, and it is good. 21-7, Tigers with the lead. Their kickoff coming up. We're back right after this.
First Windy Bank is the longest standing locally owned bank in Atlantic, and as such, we take pride in how we serve our community. For generations, we have been involved with our customers and their families by getting involved in community events and by supporting technology and teaching financial literacy in our schools. You'll also see our support of athletics on the scoreboards at home events. It's this involvement that allows us to know our customers and their families for generations. First Windy Bank, the only bank you'll ever need. Member FDIC.
Out and Sabin and Mollick with the carry on the fake, and that led to a touchdown. It's 21-7. Fergie?
Well, Tom, you know, that's the way football goes, unfortunately. It's just you think you got something going and it changes, and, you know, the element of surprise caught the Trojans there.
Well, the kickoff coming up from Kiernan Polking. O'Neal down deep to the far side, and Xander Killian on the near side. Either one of those guys can return one.
Perry's now doing the Cotton Eye Joe.
No, I'm too stiff.
2:25 to go here in this third quarter. Kiernan Polking will walk up, and then he trots, and then he kicks it. A high end over end right at Killian. At the 15, gets to the 20. He's in a middle return. 25, and he's brought down across the 25. And that'll be a first down at 10. They are not kicking to Ethan McNeil.
No.
Every kickoff is gone. Angle right to Killian. To our right as we look at the Trojan return team. So the Trojans come up on a first down and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Well, I mean, yeah, still we got plenty of time. I mean, they were moving the ball pretty good there when they got it right off from that kickoff. And so, I mean, not bad. We just got to keep chugging along. Here
come the Trojans, 2:21 to play here in this third quarter, down 21-7 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Receivers left and right eye backfield behind Xander Parker, the quarterback, and in motion Xander Killian. Play action. Parker rolls right, dumps it, caught by McLaren, 30, 35, gets the first down, 40, 45, 50, down the far sideline and runs out of bounds.
Ooh.
Boy, they're using McLaren a lot here in this third quarter.
They're going to have to. They get him off of McNeil.
Nice gain of the play. 22 yards, the 50-yard line. A first down and 10. A Brown Shufit first down for Atlantic. Just a dump pass to fullback McLaren. He caught it and raced up the far sideline. This guy's got some speed now.
Yep.
2:12 to go, third quarter. Here comes Atlantic with a first down. Receivers left and right eye backfield behind Zayden Parker. In motion, Xander Killian. Left to right. Here's the snap. Hand off to McNeil right up the gut, and he has a crowd. He gets a yard to the 49. Second and 9 for Atlantic with 2:06 to play third quarter. Tigers up 21-7 the Seed Pro scoreboard.
Man, they got him snuffed out, don't they? They're keying on him pretty good.
Yeah, that inside run is just
not there.
Not there tonight with Holt, the 250-pound right defensive tackle. That guy's a dude.
Yeah.
You know, and you talk about Pudens as well, that left side. Twins to the right side. 1:40 to go, third quarter. Ball at the 49 of Carroll High, second and 10. Play action, Parker to throw it. He's going to launch a high arcer. He's got Ritter. It's intercepted by Collison at the 35-40, and he's brought out of bounds.
Oh, face mask big time.
He's brought out of bounds at the 44, and there's a penalty on Atlantic.
Yeah.
On the tackle.
Tackled a little high.
They're going to mark the 45, so Collison with the interception And that is the 21st takeaway for the Tigers tonight, their second takeaway of the evening. Atlantic was +1 on turnovers, but Carroll High just evened that up with their 21st takeaway of the season.
Did. But this is lofted a little too high.
Lower on the tackle.
And the pass.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. The pass was this had a little bit too much loft.
15-yard penalty will take it down inside the 45, the 40-yard line of Atlantic with 1:25 to go in the third quarter.
Well, you know, Perry, you talk about holding and you got to be good at it. And I would say if you're going to get caught for a face mask, you just make it good.
Make it good. Make them look out the ear hole.
Off the near hash mark on a 1st down and 10, a Brown Shufit first down for the Tigers. King will bring up the troops here with a 21-7 lead on the Seed Pros scoreboard. They'll send Lincoln Burke wide right, double tight end set. Malik the little set back to the right side. The quarterback Camden King out of the shotgun takes it. Malik with the handoff off the left side, breaks through across the 40, gets good yardage down the 32-yard line. A gain of 8, 2nd down and 2 for the Tigers. Malia was there, or Grant Petty is there to make the stop.
I'm just watching their offensive line, and this by the way they block and the way they fire off. And I mean, they already sending guys to the second tier, knowing the first tier is already going to be blocked by some. I mean, it's just amazing how these guys block.
And that Moya's got such a quick step forward. I mean, I thought he was buried. Boom, off he goes.
Tigers with the ball now in a 2nd and 2. Ball at the 32-yard line. And the handoff right up the middle of Malik across the 30 gets the first down. Down at the 29-yard line. A Brown Shufit first down for the Carroll Tigers. They'll move the sticks with 36 seconds to play third quarter. A 21-7 lead.
Another fast quarter, gentlemen.
Yeah.
It really is, but it's 9:44, gentlemen.
I mean, it seems like they're playing clean besides 1 or 2 fouls here and there, but everything's playing pretty clean. And when you just run the ball mostly, you eat up the clock.
And Carroll's going to be satisfied to head to the sideline here at the end of the third quarter, up 21-7. When we come back, they'll have a 1st down and 10 at the Trojan 29. A Brown Shufit first down. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. You're listening to High School Football at KS95.
At Outfitters Plus in Atlantic, you'll find all the latest in custom apparel and headwear. Head to Outfitters and work with the design pros to make your customized tees, team apparel, and personalized swag for your business a reality. Whether it's fan apparel for your high school or youth sports teams, your business, or you just want to make something your own, you'll have everyone saying, "Where'd you get that?" Don't forget, Outfitters will also add your group store online to make ordering a breeze. Get personalized at Outfitters Plus Outlet Store in Atlantic. Stop by today.
Cass Health in Atlantic, Iowa is a nationally recognized hospital, and we are proud of the awards and all of our recent accomplishments. But do you know what drives us to be the very best? You. We're passionate about helping our patients heal and feel their very best at any age and any stage of life. Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors.
Back to high school football on KS 95.7.
To Carroll Athletic Stadium. Tigers having a 1st down and 10. The Trojan 29 with a 21-7 lead on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Seed Pros are by your side to maximize yields from the word go. Contact John Becker, Mark Ventiger, Gary Dankwa, and Nick Knudsen. They are the Pioneer Pros. 12 minutes left. Tigers a 2-touchdown lead. And the ball at the 29-yard line of Atlantic. One receiver left, that's Burks, Lincoln Burks. King out of the shotgun, Malik to his left, here's the snap, Malik gets the call, reverse, and it is stuffed out for a loss. Oh, man.
That's a Chris Houghton hit.
Yeah. It is a big tackle 65. That time by Draven Mitchell. The left defensive tackle.
I bet that kid don't want that ball again.
He shot through there like a missile. A loss on the play, 2nd down. The ball at the 33-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 13. Loss of 3. And Mitchell, he was untouched coming in there. He speared in there to make the stop. Twin receivers left. Here's a snap to King. He's going to throw the football. The lefty sets up. He'll fire over the middle and is caught by Burks inside the 15. Down to the 13-yard line, a gain of 20 yards on the pass play, and a Brown shoe fit first down. And then Armor Insurance Red Zone to make sure your protection never breaks down. Call Armor Insurance, 712-243-1951.
He can throw and run.
Oh, he had a nice throw.
That was a nice throw.
Throw by Camden King to Lincoln Burks. Made the catch. First down and 10, the 13 of Atlantic. 21-7 lead for Carroll High. 11 minutes to play now in this football game. Receivers left and right. Malik, the running back, to right side of King. He'll take the snap, hand off to Malik. Adam Malik off the left side. He gets to the 10 for a gain of 3 on the play. Tripped up by Henryton.
Wales.
And Wales, thank you. Second down and 7. Ball at the 11 of Atlantic. 10:36 to play and counting. Kemper won the first game in a rare doubleheader tonight. Kemper won 35-0 over Grandview Christian. You talk about takeaways. Half a dozen interceptions in that game. Lincoln Burks wide right. Shable to the left. Malik the lone setback. King out of the gun. Snap. Play action. King to throw. Here comes the rush. He's hit the backfield and dropped back at the 15. A loss of 4 on the play. And that'll bring up a third down for the Tigers at the 15 of Atlantic with 10 minutes left to play.
He ducked or jackhammer was going to take his head off.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good rush by the D-line. Very good rush.
Tigers have its third down and 12 at the 15 of Atlantic on the Seed Pros scoreboard, up 21-7. Camden King will check in with a play from Coach Rowetter. Rowetter was a 10 years defensive coordinator. Turned head coach. He's done a tremendous job here at Carroll. And we've got a whistle, and the head linesman comes flying in. Timeout called by the Tigers. 9:31 to play. 21-7 Tigers. We'll take a 30-second timeout. We're back right after this.
If authentic Mexican food is what you're craving, then come on into Rancho Grande in Atlantic. We're more than just tacos and margaritas, but we do make the best of both. We have appetizers, beef, chicken, seafood dishes, and desserts. Mixed drinks, wine, imported and domestic beers are on the menu too. Dine in or relax on the patio with family, friends, date night, or a quick stop before or after the game. Open 7 days a week. You'll be able to fill in your cravings of authentic Mexican food at Rancho Grande in Atlantic.
Back to high school football on KS 95.7.
Carroll High scored first with 8:13 to play in the first quarter on a Gavin Holt. First time ever carried the ball. Offensive lineman, they put him in at fullback, and the big 250-pound lineman scored from 1 yard out. Then Trojans got a score from Ethan McNeil after a muff fumble, tied up at 7-7, but then the Tigers have scored 14 straight. They went in the locker with a 14-7 lead as Camden King scored from 3 out. And then Malik scored on a 3-yard run to make it 21-7 here in the second half. 9:30 to play. King out of the gun, twin receivers left. The ball at the Trojan 15. Here's a snap to King. He's going to throw it a dump pass. Wide open.
Look at that block.
Polking with the catch, and he's going to score.
That's how a center screen works.
Boy, oh boy. Polking right there out of the backfield made the catch, a 15-yard play, and the Tigers extend their lead at 28-7.
I mean, there's hell on everybody down the field when they let them linemen through. I mean, it was wide open.
Well, Atlantic was showing blitz before the timeout and stayed with it, and they paid for it.
Yep.
Extra point pending. Polking gets the score. But the PAT coming up here. And Polking will kick the PAT. With 9:24 to play, here's the snap. The kick is right down Broadway. 28-7, Tigers with the lead. Fourth touchdown catch for Kieran Polking on the season. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Get ready for fall flavor. It's the Harvest Happy Hour at Olson's BP, featuring delicious Godfather's Pizza. All October long, you can load up on your favorites. Swing by Olson's BP between 6 and 8 p.m. any day of the month and take $5 off any unlimited large specialty pizza. That's a hot deal on a large specialty pie every single evening this October. Stop in for your fuel, your hot Champs chicken, and of course, that unbeatable Godfather's Pizza. Don't miss the Harvest Happy Hour at Olson's BP, the keep-you-going store.
Football on KS 95.7.
Welcome back to Carroll Athletic Stadium. 28-7. Tigers with a commanding lead here with 9:24 to play. And the Seed Pros scoreboard. We appreciate the Seed Pros. They score each and every night out. And volleyball and winter sports here this fall. Seed Pros by your side to maximize yields. Forward go. Contact John Becker, Mark Van Tiger, Gary Dinkla, and Nick Knutson. Quite a team in the Your Pioneer Pros. Well, the Tigers will kick off the 40-yard line. And again, Xander Killian and McNeil deep. So the kick to Killian. Watch for the reverse. They want to get that into McNeil's hands. They have not been kicking to the guy that scored the 85-yard kick return last week.
No.
And here is Kiernan Polking to kick it away. He had that 15-yard touchdown catch just moments ago. And he'll boot it to guess who? Killian. There's not going to be a reverse. Killian's going to return at 10, 15, gets to 20, cuts outside 25, breaks the tackle to the 30, and he gets across the 30 and bumped out of bounds. At about the 32-yard line, a 22-yard return for Xander Killian. And the Trojans have a first down and 10 at the 32.
That wasn't bad, though. He did have a pretty good run back.
Yeah, he was inside the 5 when he caught it, didn't he?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, so that was a good one.
9:16 to go in the game. Started just after 8 o'clock, and despite the late time, it's been a fast-moving contest. Atlantic down 28-7. The Seed Pros scoreboard. Parker, the QB, will get the play from Brummer. Malya's going to check in, the secret weapon there at receiver.
I
don't think he's a secret anymore, Tom.
No, I think everybody knows about him.
He was a secret weapon. First down and 10, Atlantic to the 32. Snap back to Zayden Parker. He's going to fire the pass caught by Ritter at the 38. Gets to the 40.
Nice
a gain of 8 yards of the play. It was, Fergie.
Love that play because Killian stretched the D-back down the field and then turned back, and the ball was already in the air, and that was pretty.
So Corbin Ritter on an 8-yard catch for Atlantic. Corbin's 5th catch of the year. He had 5 catches for 92 yards coming in. And he gets an 8-yard carry there to get it right at even 100 on the year. 5 catches, 100 yards. 2nd and 2, Atlantic from their own 40. Here's Parker to throw again. Caught by Killian. Gets the first down across the 45. And the mark at the 40-70-yard line to pick up a 7. And a Brown shoe fit first down. Nice throw by Parker.
Yeah. And is getting him out quick. So the line's doing their job. They're giving him enough time to get it out quick.
8:26 to play in this football game. And the Tigers up big, 28-7 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. 2 receivers left. Malya and Xander Killian, Corbin Ritter right. Snap back to Parker. He's going to throw it again. Here comes a rush. He gets rid of it, and it's out of bounds. He had to hurry that one. He has some Tigers breathing down his neck. Good rush by Carroll High. 2nd down and 10 for Atlantic at their own 48-yard line. 8:11 to play.
It's too bad he had to get rid of it that quick. He hit a man down the seam real wide open.
He wanted, Goodrich is running an out pattern here, but I'm not sure that's who he really wanted, but he had to throw it in the vicinity of someone, and he overthrew it. Malya left. Goodrich, Killian, Ritter right. McClare the lone setback. Parker out of the shotgun on a 2nd down and 10 for his own 48. He's going to pass it again. Fires, and it is caught by Ritter. No, it's not. It's dropped. Boy, a good timely hit by Schabel.
Yeah.
The defensive back for Carroll High. 3rd down and 10, Atlantic at their own 48-yard line.
Pass intended for Ritter goes incomplete. Going to bring up 3rd and 10 for
Good idea, but a great coverage by Schabel.
I mean, gotta give Carroll credit. They got pretty solid defense.
Boy, yeah.
Schabel has 1 pick on the year. Wasn't close to getting that one, but had a timely hit to knock it loose. 3rd and 8 for Atlantic. Here's a snap back to Parker, pump fake, and now he's going to launch it deep. It's a missile to Malya, and it's almost intercepted.
Flags are flying
here. Line judge on the near side, I believe that's his flag, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
We'll see what he saw.
Might have been a push-off, too.
4th and 10 Atlantic right now. We'll see what the penalty is. The ball at the Trojan 48-yard line with 8 minutes to play. 28-7 Tigers. And here's the signal. Still waiting. Look at holding. Oh, it's defensive holding against the Tigers. That'll be a first down for Atlantic, maybe. It's going to be close. Yep, first down.
Nice.
Brown shoe fit first down. Atlantic gets a break. They'll move it across the 45 down the 42 of Carroll. 28-7 Tigers. Atlantic with a first down on the penalty of Brown shoe fit first down. The ball at the 42 of the Tigers. They'll send Molia wide left. A trio of receivers to the right for Zayden Parker. In motion, Killian right to left. Snap to Parker. He'll roll left. Wants to throw. It's got Killian. He'll fire it. It is caught by Killian inside the 35. They had a good gain of 8 yards on the pass play. They'll take it to the 35-yard line. 7:46 on the clock.
He on the roll, he throws pretty good.
And against his body, too.
Yeah, that was a pretty good throw.
Ball at the 35, second down and 3, a pickup of 7 for Xander Killian making the catch for Atlantic. Here's the snap to Parker on the gun. He's going to throw it again. Fires an out pattern. Caught by Ritter at the 31. He's smothered. Right there, a solo stop by Peterson for Carroll High at the 31-yard line of the Tigers. Another Brown shoe fit first down. Good job for Ritter.
Yeah.
His 6th catch of the season. 7:16 to play. 28-7 Tigers. Ball on the 32 of Carroll High. On a first down and 10 for the Trojans. A Brown shoe at first down. Molia wide left with Xander Killian. They'll send 2 receivers right. Lone setback, Killian. Here's a snap. Here's a throw. He's got a man. Caught by Killian. Inside the 30, down to the 26-yard line. A gain of 6 of the play.
I mean, Atlantic's looking good. They're moving the ball in the air, which is awesome. But Carroll, they wrap up. I mean, you don't get extra yards after you catch the ball, man. They're taking you to the ground where you catch it.
Yeah, yards after contact are pretty much 0.
Yeah, they know how to tackle.
Landon Hagan will check in the backfield for the Trojans. We do not see Ethan McNeil. He was shaken up earlier, then got back in the game. 2nd and 4, Atlantic at the 26 of Carroll High. Parker the snap. He's going to throw it. Fires one deep. It is a duck, and it is, almost intercepted, but Goodrich able to play defense and knocked it away from the defender.
That was good defense.
That was very good defense.
I'm here to tell you, Parker, he could tell you how many cleats those guys had coming at him, counting shoestrings, and yikes.
3rd down and 4, Atlantic. The football at the 26 of Carroll High, 6:12 to play. 28-7, Tigers with the lead. Hagan wide left, 3 receivers right. Snap back to Parker, drops it, picks it back up, in trouble. He was going to get rid of it, caught at the 25, and Killian makes the catch. No gain of the play, but it could have been a lot worse. Parker just got rid of it before he was pummeled in the backfield.
Yeah, but he got it off. I mean, he didn't lose any yards.
28-7, Carroll High with the lead. 5:58 to play. Atlantic with a 4th down and 4 of the 26 of the Tigers. 2 receivers left, 2 right. McClear in the backfield. Parker the snap. He's going to throw it again. He'll fire, and it is knocked away, incomplete. Lincoln Burks on the defense for the Tigers. They'll turn the Trojans away with 5:43 to play. They'll have a 1st and 10, their own 26.
Talk about your bend but don't break, guys.
Yeah, but Atlantic moved the ball well in the air. We haven't seen that, I mean,
all year,
so that looked good.
Tigers have it 1st down and 10th, their own 26 with 5:43 to play here in this football game as we're at 10 o'clock. You're listening to high school football on KSWI Atlantic. King will set up under center with a split backfield. Now we've got a whistle, and we've got a timeout, Trojans, and we'll take it with them. We're back in a minute on KS95.
From start to finish, let Aiken Design Center help you with your kitchen or bathroom ideas. For new designs or remodels, Aiken Design Center will work with you or your contractor to make your dream a reality. If you're not sure what you want, stop into our showroom so our custom designers can help you find what will suit your needs as well as your budget. The Aiken Design Center staff is committed to quality design while meeting your needs. Stop into Aiken today to find out how we can help.
Stop into any Aiken Building Center location to stay warmer today. Aiken Building Centers, from home to farm, we've got you covered in Corning, Clarinda, Atlantic, and Creston.
Looking for the place to party in Atlantic? It's the Super Bowl, your party headquarters for birthdays, family outings. Looking for the place to party in Atlantic? It's the Super Bowl, your party headquarters for birthdays, family outings, date nights, and more. Feeling competitive? Challenge your crew to a few games and see who's king of the lanes. Don't miss Glow Bowling every Friday and Saturday night. Lights, music, and nonstop fun. Ready to roll? Call Dan at 243-4656 to book your lanes today. The Super
First down at 10. Carroll throwing 26. King under center. Cross buck. Here's Malik. He's got some room across the 30, 35. He's going to break it 40, 45, 50, 45, 40. Malik 35, 30. He outruns the defense. Foot race. He's going to win. Touchdown. 74 yards for Malik.
Wow.
And it's 34-7 at Carroll High. What a run by Malik.
They had a helmet on every helmet. I mean, everybody got blocked, basically.
74-yard run for Malik.
Did he even get touched?
Oh, I don't believe he did. He was 5:28 mark. Malik's second touchdown of the night with 5:28 to play.
Number 7,
I think they touched him in a celebration.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Here's the kick. Coming up by Kiernan, poking, and it is right down the middle. 35-7 at Carroll High. Malik with a 74-yard run. And 5:28 left to go here in the football game. And Malik with his 17th touchdown of the season. His longest 80 yards, so he didn't quite get that, but he went 70.
Pretty close.
74 yards. We're back in 30 seconds.
At Outfitters Plus in Atlantic, you'll find all the latest in custom apparel and headwear. Head to Outfitters and work with the design pros to make your customized tees, team apparel, and personalized swag for your business a reality. Whether it's fan apparel for your high school or youth sports teams, your business, or you just want to make something your own, you'll have everyone saying, "Where'd you get that?" Don't forget, Outfitters will also add your group store online to make ordering a breeze. Get personalized at Outfitters Plus Outlet Store in Atlantic. Stop by today.
5:28 left, and it's a 35-7 lead for Carroll High.
I do want to point one thing out. So this is the first time in 4 games that their starters had to play the whole game for Carroll.
Yep, that's right. And in 4 games. In district play. Right, Perry.
Yeah.
Good point. Actually, Harlan
was the only they played them first, and then they haven't had to really play their starters for the last 3.
Right of the money. Kickoff by Polking, a high end over end, and Xander again with the 10-yard line. Killian moves to the middle, 15 now, cuts outside 20, breaks the tackle, gets up to 25, and he's brought down to 26. A nice return with 5:19 to play. Carroll Tiger fans wanted something.
Yeah, it was a tackle.
Yeah, like, come on.
Yeah, it probably could have been called.
Been a well-officiated game tonight, guys, I think, and they kept it moving. Very few penalties, and what was penalized was warranted, no doubt. 5:19 left, 35-7 Tigers with the lead. Atlanta comes up with their own 26-yard line. Ritter and Goodrich to the right side. Moya, left side with Killian. Now
here's our, see, we jinxed them.
So, yeah, I did, not you.
You jinxed them, Tommy.
Illegal procedure on Atlantic, the right side of the line, maybe more. Jumped off that count. They'll take it back to 21. And it'll be 1st and 15 for the Trojans. 5:19 to play. Did get a score in. It was a 35-30 win for BGM over Riverside in playoff action. I want to thank Chris Barney. Swim guy, 35-30. Parker to throw, he fires, he's got Killian. Mayo, nice play by Tedrow to knock it away.
That's all around good throw, good defense, because it was a good throw.
Well, it was. It would have been a first down, but Tedrow came over the top and knocked it away.
It was good timing.
Yep. There's no pass interference on that.
2nd down and 15 for Atlantic at their own 21. And I've got to correct myself. It was Talon Crandall that had the play for The Tigers, number 15, Tedros 10. Atlantic Twins right, 3 left. Parker the gun, takes a snap, pitch back, goes to Killian on a sweep. He's in trouble, gets the corner turn, breaks the tackle, gets back to the line of scrimmage and fumbles a football. A big hit by Quentin Polking on Killian. 5:04 to play. And it's 3rd down and 15 for Atlantic in their own 21.
I hate to say it, but Carroll's got some swagger.
Oh, boy. They're going to do some damage, I think, in the playoffs.
Yeah.
4:59 to go. Ball at the 21 of the Trojans. 35-7 Tigers on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Ritter wide left, Amalia wide right. Parker out of the gun. He's lived in the gun here in this 4th quarter. Now Xander Killian back in motion right to left. Snap to Parker. He's going to fire one down the near side of Amalia. Intercepted by Lincoln Burks at the 40, 35, and he's knocked down to the 30-yard line.
Oh, late hit.
Lincoln Burks with his 2nd pick of the night. He also has a touchdown catch as well. 4:29 to play, and the Tigers have a 1st down and 10. So Troy, you're going to get tagged for a late hit on the near sideline.
It's getting chippy down there.
Yeah, a little bit.
The ball at the 29. They're going to mark it half the distance here. Tigers have great field position now inside the Armor Insurance red zone. And they'll get a Brown Shufit 1st down on that pick by Lincoln Burks. 22nd takeaway for the Carroll Tigers this season. And 3 tonight. Now they take the takeaway lead, Fergie. I think Atlantic had at the halftime, but.
Yep.
So Burks with the pick.
1st and 10 Carroll at the Atlantic 14.
Burks didn't start in that defensive backfield. He's come in late and done a good job. 4:29 to play. Ball the 14-yard line of the Trojans. King, the QB. Malik, the running back, to his left. No, I believe we've got a new running back there, guys. We'll pick him up in a moment.
21?
Yep, here's a snap and the handoff up the middle and good yardage to the 11. So we do have a new tailback in there. Kincaid is in there at running back now. Kincaid, a 5'6", 150-pound junior. Getting a touch there to the 11-yard line of Atlantic. 2nd down and 7, 4:09 to play. As Carroll will milk the clock here.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter now. I mean, you don't go by RPIs or anything, right?
No.
Not when you're in.
Atlantic is in, yeah. Kincaid to his left and snap back to King out of the gun. Here's Kincaid again. He's hit by Moore in the backfield. Moore shot in there, and Wales was there. 3:40 to play. That was a hard hit.
That's just a good hit.
Oh, he fumbled it.
He fumbled the ball. Atlantic able to get it. Ball popped out. The Trojans get the ball back at their own. Well, they're going to mark it at the. See where they mark the football. It's going to be about the 13-yard line, their own 13.
I think that the ref that got knocked down is running the ball. He might be a little, what do you call that? Bats in the belfry.
I haven't heard that for a long time.
It is Halloween, Perry.
Yep.
1st down and 10. Trojans are on 13. Here's Parker. Pitch back to McNeil. He gets nowhere. Man, he lost a yard back to the 10. In fact, he lost 2 back to the 11-yard line. With a mark at 2nd down and 12 for the Trojans.
Tom, I got a rude text at halftime.
You did?
Yeah, my son is, well, not my son. My wife's son is now out of the will. Had something to do about that See Dick Run book.
Oh, yeah.
He texted me back and said that's the only book I ever read. I read it twice, Perry.
2nd down and 12. Atlantic for their own 11. McLaren pushes forward. Gets a couple back the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and 10 Atlantic with 2:50 to play.
That was rude.
All Tigers the second half, and then 21-7 in the first half of play, and they put 2 scores across the goal line here in the second. Pudens comes out, and he's had a good football game with the defensive line for Carroll High.
He said he got a weapon.
He's a monster.
Yep.
Yeah, he does have.
Is he a senior or junior, or what is he?
Yeah, Pudens, the defensive tackle, is a junior. He'll be back next year.
Oof.
3rd and 10 Atlantic, they're on 13. Parker with the gun, takes the snap. Has time, fires over the middle. Caught by Molia at the 25, and he's tripped up at the 26. Trojans get a 1st and 10. Nice pass by Zayden.
Yeah.
Molia with the catch for Atlantic.
A shoestring tackle that saved a touchdown, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Empty backfield with 2 minutes to play. Nope, we got McLaren back there now with twins right and left. A Brown Shufit first down with the 25. Parker to throw again. Fires. Caught by Ritter and hit immediately by Peterson. And they'll call him dead. So Landon Peterson made the solo stop from his defensive back. Gain of a yard of the pass play. He's 2nd down and 9 for Atlantic with 1:40 to go. The Olson's BP postgame show coming up here on this late night game. Atlantic will take to the road next Friday night. And the playoffs, and Carroll High will stay home right back here at Carroll Athletic Field. Here's a snap back to Parker out of the gun. He's going to fire it. A deep throw. He's got Killian and intercepted. Intercepted by Talon Crandall. With 1:13 to go, the Tigers will have the ball on their own 40-70-yard line.
It was a beautiful ball, but just to the wrong person. It looked good throw.
He throws a nice spiral.
Yeah, it just.
Yep. A lot of picks by the Tigers tonight. The ball back at their own 46, so how about a 1st down and 10? Well, Atlantic's had a great regular season, but they ran into a buzzsaw tonight with Carroll. Trojans will go to 5-1 or 4-1, in district play, and 6-3 overall. The Tigers extend their record to 6-3, and 5-0 in the district, unblemished. Nelson, one receiver left, and that's Carson Tedrow, the junior, or the senior rather, and quarterback Camden King takes a knee with 1:13 to go. The clock is not there. It goes.
I was going to ask you a quick question.
Yeah.
So, like, Camper will be home again next week too, right?
I just crossed my mind.
That's mine too. It's like, so they're both going to be. So they're going to have to go through this again next week.
They'll probably have to go through this, or they'll make some kind of adjustment. But yeah, they'll and the Iowa High School Athletic Association will not let a game start before 5, is what I understand. That's why they.
Oh, gotcha.
Originally was telling us 4:15 for that Kemper start late afternoon, but then the IHSAA said nope, 5 o'clock.
Well.
Snap, knee again by King, and that'll be it, folks.
I can see why they wanted to play at home. I mean, they have a pretty good crowd here tonight, too.
Nice crowd, both. Atlantic traveled well, too.
Oh, most definitely.
35-7, the game has come to an end. The Carroll Tigers with the win over Atlantic tonight here at Carroll Athletic Stadium. We'll take a timeout here. We're back right after these.
At Greg Young, we don't just sell vehicles, we help you find the perfect one. Our extensive dealership network allows for amazing pricing and better vehicle selection. Plus, get a 5-year complimentary maintenance package with a new or used vehicle purchase, oil changes, tire rotations, and peace of mind on us. That's how Greg Young celebrates 25 years. Visit GregYoungAtlantic.com today.
Greg Young, we go the extra mile for you.
Limits apply. See dealer for details.
State Farm is there.
Olson's BP and Atlantic, our post-game sponsor here on KS 95.7 FM, our live stream at WashingtonIowaToday.com. We'll follow Atlantic to wherever they go next week as well, so stay tuned for that here. Those pods will be coming out tonight for all classes, and then tomorrow they'll announce who's going to match up with who. As we take a look at the way things turned out tonight, it was Gavin Holt scoring on a 1-yard run. The first time he carried the football, he's a 250-pound lineman, and he punched it in from 1 yard out to make it 7-0 after Polking's extra point. In fact, Polking was perfect kicking extra points. Atlantic tied it up with 8:33 to go in the first half on a 6-yard run by Ethan McNeil. That was set up by a recovery of a muff punt, and it was 7-7. And then it was all Carroll after that. It was Camden became the quarterback on a 3-yard run in the second quarter. 14-7 was the score at halftime. Third quarter, Malik scored from 3 yards out with 2:25 to go in the third to make it 21-7. And then Kieran Polking caught a 15-yard touchdown pass from King with 9:24 to play in the game to make it 28-7. And then Adam Malik scored his second touchdown of the night on a 74-yard run with 5:28 to play to make it 35-7. And that's how we ended this game tonight. A big win for Carroll. They finished the regular season unblemished in the district and 6-3 overall. Atlantic with one loss in district play. Here the Tigers tonight. They go to 6-3 in all games, and they'll travel next week in the postseason playoffs. We're back as we take a look at the injury report brought to you by Body Basics. Call 254-BODY. Get your body back to basics.
Get ready for fall flavor. It's the Harvest Happy Hour at Olson's BP, featuring delicious Godfather's Pizza. All October long, you can load up on your favorites. Swing by Olson's BP between 6 and 8 p.m. any day of the month and take $5 off any unlimited large specialty pizza. That's a hot deal on a large specialty pie every single evening this October. Stop in for your fuel, your hot Champs chicken, and of course, that unbeatable Godfather's Pizza. Don't miss the Harvest Happy Hour at Olson's BP, the keep-you-going store.
At Greg Young, we don't just sell vehicles, we help you find the perfect one. Our extensive dealership network allows for amazing pricing and better vehicle selection. Plus, get a 5-year complimentary maintenance package with a new or used vehicle purchase, oil changes, tire rotations, and peace of mind on us. That's how Greg Young celebrates 25 years. Visit GregYoungAtlantic.com today.
Greg Young, we go the extra mile for you.
Limits apply. See dealer for details.
Have you ever heard the saying, people spend their life building wealth and neglecting their health, only to wish they could trade their wealth for better health at the end? This is Dr. Fritz Beyer, and it has now been over 30 years since my first chiropractic adjustment. I still get asked, do you get adjusted? Absolutely. I try to get adjusted at least once a month. I'm 47 now and still try to stay as active as ever. While I do get a few more aches and pains than when I was younger, it feels great to be able to step on the mat and help kids learning to wrestle. Chiropractic has helped me feel young enough to do it. If staying active is part of your future plans, call 254-BODY to get your body back to the basics.
Welcome back to our postgame show brought to you by Olson's BP and Olson Fuel. The injury report brought to you by Body Basic Chiropractic. And when you look at the injury report, I think Ethan McNeil had a injury in the first half, but he's able to come back, thank goodness, and he was all right, played the second half. Also an umpire, he went down as well, but he was able to get up, and looks like he finished the game as well. So everybody pretty much unscathed here in the game. Thank goodness. It was a hard hitter, and Carroll High wins 35-7. Longest drive of the game coming up, brought to you by Extreme Auto. Be ready for your longest drive. We'll be back with that right after this.
First Windy Bank is the longest standing locally owned bank in Atlantic, and as such, we take pride in how we serve our community. For generations, we have been involved with our customers and their families by getting involved in community events and by supporting technology and teaching financial literacy in our schools. You'll also see our support of athletics on the scoreboards at home events. It's this involvement that allows us to know our customers and their families for generations. First Windy Bank, the only bank you'll ever need. Member FDIC.
At Seed Pros, our mission is to be your business partner every day of every season.
Pioneer Hybrid International was founded in Iowa back in 1926 and is still American today. Not many other seed providers can make that claim.
We partner with you to continually push the limits by combining elite seed genetics, local infield knowledge, along with customer service second to none.
We are with you from the word go. Contact Mark Van Tiger, Gary Dinkla, Nick Knutson, or John Becker to partner with a team that puts your business needs first.
It's 4th and long, and you're gearing up for the drive of the game. But wait, are your tires ready to go the distance?
This is Josh. Extreme Auto has the tires your vehicle needs to tackle every mile. Whether it's the daily runs, the weekend getaway, or on the road to the big game, Extreme Auto keeps you rolling strong. Don't punt on safety. Score big with new tires from Extreme Auto in Atlantic. Extreme Auto. Every drive is a winning drive.
This game show brought to you by Olson BP and Olson's Fuel. The longest play of the game, the longest run of the game was a 74-yard touchdown run from Adam Malik. He's had an 80-yarder this season. He went 74 on that one, and that gave the Tigers at that point a 35-7 lead here in this ball game. So Adam Malik of Carroll High has the longest run of the game here tonight. Doze the game and coming up. It's brought to you by Chris Houghton, Earth Moving. Digging it every day. We're back with that right after this.
With the many different types of insurance policies and all the different options, knowing what insurance policy will work best for you or your business can be confusing. At Partners Insurance, we know the best coverage is the one that fits your needs, your goals, your tolerance for risk, and of course your resources. Our agents are committed to helping your family or business navigate the often confusing world of insurance. For help navigating through your insurance options, contact Shannon at Partners Insurance today at 712-243-4392.
Stein delivers more new genetics faster. Our focus on delivering higher yielding genetics faster than the competition is why we have released more new Enlist E3 lines in the past 5 years than any other seed company. For elite genetics paired with simple, flexible, and effective weed control, plant Stein Enlist E3 soybeans. Stein has yield. 45 years of yield. Learn more at steinseed.com.
When you begin your construction project, you want perfection from the ground up. This is Chris Houghton with Chris Houghton Earth Moving. When it comes to excavation, demolition, drainage, all your earth moving needs for your home, farm, or business, team up with experience, quality, and outstanding service. Chris Houghton Earth Moving has the experienced, knowledgeable employees combined with all the equipment to tackle your projects, large or small, and get the job done right. When you're ready to start digging in the dirt, give me a call. We're Chris Houghton Earth Moving, and we're digging it every day.
Game show brought to you by Olson's BP and Olson's Fuel and the Chris Houghton Earth Moving, digging every day. Hit of the game, guys, as Fergie rejoins us. We'll hear from Coach Joe Brummer here in just a moment. But talk about the big hit here, guys.
Well, I'm going with 65 when he just lit that kid up and landed on him and flattened him like a pancake.
There's Gavin Holt, who had that hit for Carroll High. Fergie?
Fantastic hit.
Yeah.
Loss of yards, tackle for loss.
Almost hit him hard enough he could have fumbled it, but he held on.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Good stuff. Well, that's the hit of the game brought to you by the Chris Houghton Earth Moving. They're digging it every day. Gavin Holt, you're saying. Or for Atlantic. No.
From Atlantic.
Yeah.
65.
There you go. Okay. It's like, I thought you were talking about the Carroll side.
No,
but,
65 from Atlantic.
Yeah, he came in, and that was David Mitchell who got the hit.
There you go.
There you go. Thank you.
I'll learn his name by next week.
Well, we're going to get to Perry's Word of the Week, and then we're going to get to Kevin Ferguson's talk with Joe Brummer coming up next.
Are you great with paperwork and have a grasp of real estate code and law? Does your schedule allow you to show a home at almost any time? Do you have a list of clients who are looking for a home? How about first-hand knowledge of properties in the market? No? Well, you're in luck because a realtor does. This is Melissa Enan with Meyer & Gross Real Estate, and having a realtor takes care of all those things and much more. It's what we do, it's who we are. Give us a call. We're here to help. Meyer & Gross Real Estate. Strength of teamwork, the reputation for results.
Attention RV and sprayer owners. Atlantic and Audubon Ag & Auto is your local CarQuest retail store. Here's some valuable advice you'll thank me for later. Don't wait. Get your RV antifreeze now from Atlantic and Audubon Ag & Auto before fall prep and harvest take over your schedule. Available in single gallons, cases, bulk 55-gallon barrels. Winterized while the weather's still good, you'll be glad you did. Trust me, you'll say, that Amy Jo thinks so fast she's like a twin turbocharged Z06 Corvette. Atlantic and Audubon Ag & Auto, your winterization destination.
At the heart of Channel Seeds are the relationships we build with farmers. Hi, this is Lee Sadoff with Lyman Ag Supply. When you partner with Lyman Ag for your fields, you'll experience our seedsmanship at work, committed to working with you through year-round customized service. We are committed to your success. It starts with placing products to perform, extends to evaluating crop development throughout the season, and continues well after harvest into planning for next year. Expert advice, customized service, and elite products. We're Lyman Ag Supply, and our goal is your profitability. Give us a call.
Show brought to you by Olson's BP and Olson's Fuel. Our Parish Word of the Week brought to you by Lyman Ag, where Lee Satoff's goal is your profitability. Your Channel C dealer, Lee Satoff. What was it?
Shake and bake.
Oh, shake and bake.
I said it early.
Yeah, I hate it when you say it early. I thought of it at the time, and then I was like, I don't remember it.
Yeah, I threw a lot out there, but it's like I had to get shake and bake.
Well, let's hear from Atlantic head coach Joe Brummer as Kevin Ferguson had a chance to catch up with Coach after the game. 35-7 at Carroll High with the win over the Trojans tonight. They win the Class 3A District 6 title. Atlantic the runner-up here, and the Trojans will be in the playoffs here next week. Kevin Ferguson, go ahead. And
well, Coach, not the ending to the season that you wanted, but your Trojans throughout the year had a great year, and tonight they just ran into a buzzsaw on both sides of the ball in the trenches.
Yeah, no, Carroll did a really good job tonight. They got us out of what we wanted to do. I thought we had some adjustments. I thought we had some things in place, but they countered it and showed they're ready to go. So that loss is on me. That's my bad tonight.
Coach, don't know where you're going yet next week, but you'll probably be on the road. Is that correct?
I think so. Yeah, we think so, yeah.
And what do you do to regroup this terrific group of Trojans?
Yeah, we got 24 hours and got to flush it. We got to make sure we come ready to go on Monday. It's like I just told the kids, like, we're all in or we're all out. We got to be on the ship, okay? And we got to have our senior leaders rely on them to make sure that we're ready to go. It's a tough game, tough outcome, but we were in it for most of the game, and then it snowballed there at the end on us.
Yeah, the Trojans really fought hard. There was some good hitting out there and good intensity.
Yeah, we just got to make sure we're doing the right things, reading our keys, and making sure one bad thing doesn't turn into two bad things. So we got to make sure we come ready to go next week.
Coach, thank you for your time, and what a great season it's been, and we look forward to next week.
Absolutely, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Fergie, thank you very much for that. Again, 35-7, the final here at Carroll Athletic Field, and the Tigers win the Class 3A District 6 title. Atlantic is your runner-up, and they'll be on the road next Friday night. We'll be there with them. We'll bring you the broadcast. Kickoff at 7 o'clock with a pregame at 6. A big thanks to Fletcher Toff behind the camera. Michael Sheriff back in the studios for engineering the board again. Big thanks to Perry Fief and Kevin Ferguson as well. As again, the final, Carroll 35, Atlantic 7. We say goodnight from Carroll, and have a great